Hey, howdy, hey. Hope you all are doing well and that you had a great Thanksgiving. We are going to be continuing with our community games, which primarily take place with Fortnite. And for those that are on the YouTube side that see this later on, we are experimenting with returning to YouTube. I am not entirely sure what that's going to look like. I'm not sure how much of this we're going to put over there. But I decided to give it a shot all the same. So if you are relatively new or have kind of wondered where some of the videos have been in all these months, they've kind of been on hiatus because we've been on other platforms. YouTube was a little tough for us to try and utilize. So it just kind of got pushed to the side. YouTube is so much nicer than Rumble, says Riker. Greetings there, Riker. When YouTube works, that is, it is very nice. But this is only the second time we've gotten things to work over on YouTube. It's really kind of strange why YouTube has had so many issues with these streams. I have tried multiple times to get it working, and for whatever reason, Restream works. So, glad that it's working on your side. Hopefully, it continues to work out well. We'll see what happens. Jess mentioned that had I seen the trailer, I had not. By the way, be sure to tell me if the audio levels are good or bad, because right now things seem to be peaking over here. So I'm not entirely sure if there are going to be any problems like that we're gonna have to keep note of. A flimsy goat. Oh, ho, ho, ho. That was unfortunate for him. So hopefully you all are having a good Friday so far. It is freezing cold up here in Alaska. We are at around 1 degree when I woke up, but it feels probably like -10. It's really cold and it's damp as well, which is not super common for Alaska. Let me try and maneuver some of these things around because I got too many UIs to try and monitor right now. So I closed out the YouTube because it seems like the chat is working for that. But Twitch does not want to appear, which is a little peculiar. Let me double check something. Why is it not appearing? Oh, there, now it's appearing. We had light flurries here this morning. Greetings there, Bastion. But I got a dancing dog on Rumble, says Bastion. So each platform has its pros and cons. I am certain that the war of the streaming platforms will persist for a while longer. I've not been happy with a lot of the things that Rumble has. Nor have I been happy with a lot of things YouTube has, especially with advertisements getting worse and worse. And with Twitch, the advertisements are also a huge concern because they tend to be fairly dark. At least on YouTube, you can help to avoid some of that darkness. So right now we have people on all different platforms right now. We will see how this fares. We have one more stream tonight before I make the decision about which platform, whether or not to go with this Restream tool into the future. Why am I concerned about it? It just makes one more thing to have to manage. And the money does add up over time. I'm able to afford it. But is it necessary? That's the thing. I know these are not streams that are going to be like super engaging for the average person. the fact that people anywhere find any interest in what we do around here is special enough for me. But I do realize that it doesn't appeal to a lot of folks. And so I don't want to try and force things to grow when they don't grow naturally. So we might continue with Restream. I'm leaning towards actually keeping it, but not sold entirely. So if you think of something that you're like, you know what, I have an opinion on it, I would love to hear it, because that will help with me trying to troubleshoot which path to go. Where did this put me? Oh, put me on the middle island. There we go. For those that are new or have never come to these streams before and you're thinking, what is going on? Well, these are an opportunity for us to try and practice civil gameplay in a place where people can have a chance to bond in a much more meaningful fashion than what you might find on other streams. And why do streams kind of offer that opportunity for people? Well, a lot of folks, they don't have a whole lot of great circles to be able to engage folks in a gaming environment. And this helps to solve some of that. Okay. Pardon me. What did you say? All right. Oh, thank you, Bastion, for commenting. For those that are curious, we want to have it that if you like if you comment, because I can't tell about liking, if you comment on one of the platforms, you will get some silver put into your account. What the? For those that don't know what it is our channel points. It allows us to be able to share channel points across platforms. And so, if you want to be a part of that, we will try and figure that out in the new year. Oh, great, I don't have the mask anymore. What does that sound? Oh. Rumble's still playing over here on the phone here. Stand by just a second. There we go. Much better. And while I'm doing this, increase that audio just a little bit. Jess says I'm at 99.3k watch points. Jess is getting ready for the giant silver dump. Now she'll be able to get all the t-shirts. We had light flurries here this morning. And Riker asks, light furies? Okay, so you can see the cross chat, I assume. Is that correct? I can only guess that based upon that reaction. I greatly prefer the YouTube layout. It runs much smoother than Rumble. And the pause function makes it way better than Twitch. Yeah. It's kind of weird when you think about it. Twitch has been the most reliable for streaming. And it's not something I've been happy with. As you all know, I have incredibly negative opinions about anything related to Amazon. Also for Google. But for Amazon, there's a special place in my heart for keeping some animosity against them. But they've been the only reliable platform. I'm on a very bad internet, and so the fact that Restream allows this to work is actually quite special, and I'm glad that it works. Hopefully it continues to work. We'll see. We will see. In the trailer, it kind of shows two swords, the old kinetic blade and the new wind sword thing. Ooh. I did not see the trailers, but might take a look at that between games here. How far do I have to go? That's not too far. For those that are new and have no idea what these, how to join the community games, you have to be a part of our Discord. And at that point, you will have the ability to jump in whenever you want, and then we'll start to cycle people in and out. Dude, that was close. Greetings there, Callisto. How are you doing? Yepers, I can see the side chat. Perfect. Perfect. Now, the one chat that does not appear on this is Rumble. So when Bastion says things, nobody has any idea what it is he's saying, because for whatever reason, it does not like to interface with Restream. Hopefully they fix that in the future.
I put the trailers in the game chat earlier. The game thread.
Thank you for doing that, Jess.
If you'd seen it.
By the way, how are you feeling today?
Still kind of sore.
I'm sorry to hear that. Hope things get better for you.
Yeah, well, when I was having trouble sleeping, so I was sleeping yesterday, I went to Target to look for some Black Friday stuff. I was able to get one of the things I wanted, but one of the others I would have had to been there at opening. They had limited. But then I wandered around, and they have Marks and Spencer, British company stuff. So I got some shortbread, some proper British shortbread. And it's a cute little tin that looks like the guard towers with face. Oh, there's little different guards on each side of it. Take a picture and send it.
Callisto asks, fine, how are you? Things are going well up here. It is nice and cold out here in Alaska. That was close. Callisto mentions I'm having my streaming anniversary this Wednesday. Hey, congratulations. How is little Miko doing? Bastion says quack.
Oh, and let me know if there's like sound issues, because this is new headphones.
I was actually going to say, it's actually really clear. So yeah, that sounds like a good upgrade.
These JLab wireless Bluetooth ones. So they don't have like separate mic that comes down. That's why I was,
That's good. Yeah, a mic that comes down from the headset always breaks. And I had mine. I really liked my first wireless headset. It was so great to use, but I heard the quality of it after a couple of months of using it, and I realized why no one wanted me to use it, because it sounded so bad. And so when I upgraded to a separate mic entirely, it changed everything.
Yeah, well, I'm using my phone, so it kind of has to be one and all. I'm already doing 2 headphones to hear gameplay, so...
Callisto mentions that Miko will get a lot of treats during this Wednesday if there are people in her stream. Well, now that I know that it's happening on Wednesday, I will be sure to stop by and give Miko some nice, lovely treats. I'll have to keep my eye open for when that happens. because I might or might not be near a computer during that time. So I'll have to probably use my phone during that. Let's see here. For those that want to go over and give little Miko some good treats while supporting Callisto, remember, Wednesday. Greetings, Jared Thorne. How are you doing, sir? Let's see, we began at 2 p.m. and onward, and we ended last night we ended last night,
Oh, wow.
what was it? Last night was, I want to say it was 10 to 25, I think. All right.
They upgraded the app. Awesome. I realized I wasn't following Callisto, so I went to click on her name to go follow her on the app, and I've got a lot of options now. I can just click on a name and then click shout out.
Thanks for giving the
a name and time out a name.
Thanks for giving the shout out to Callisto. Much appreciated. Jared says, greetings, Jess.
Hi.
Tomorrow and Sunday, says Callisto. I will be sure to stop by for that. That will be happening on the Twitch side, as I understand, folks. So if you're on Twitch, be sure to pay a visit for that.
I got your email.
Oh, look at that. Cleaning up the leaves in preparation for winter. So last night, folks, we did our first stream to the Castercraft YouTube channel. Now, we have not utilized the Castercraft YouTube channel a whole lot. During animation streams, we are going to primarily try and stream to there when we have the ability. Right now, if we do end up going with Restream, that will become a regular activity. Thanks for the link there, Jess. And so last night, we streamed to there, and I was looking through the channel analytics, and we are one away from 100 subscribers over there. And so hopefully we can be able to fix that soon, especially with the upcoming animation, which will be posted sometime within the next week or two. Once the next animation is out, they'll make the 4th animation. I was looking at this last night. It will make the 4th animation that we have put onto YouTube. 4 in 1 year. The first year was actually before I started streaming. The second one, actually no, there's 2 before I started streaming, and a third one when I was just getting into it. So we basically, the max I've ever done is 2 animations a year. So to do 4 multi-shot animations is very different for me. And it's taken a lot to try and change that up. What happened?
I spilt my popcorn a little.
Oh no! Quick, get an animal to come in and clean it up.
Oh, but I can't. He's kind of banned from that sort of stuff.
Oh.
After pancreatitis last year.
No popcorn. Aw. Poor critter.
He doesn't really eat it anymore. He loved it when we first got him. But he loved a lot of stuff when we first got him. Because he had no restrictions anymore. Unlike, the rescue, they only give him a certain amount of food a certain times a day. He was getting lots of stuff. Now he's spoiled. Picky.
All right, we have a choral singer coming in here. So somebody that's been around for a while, apparently.
I hear him. No, not really.
Oh, they've started posting.
They've had it in the shop a few times.
Ah.
Oh, they got them. Yeah, no, that one wasn't a battle pass thing. That's been in the shop.
Ah.
That's the reason.
Hello.
when they have triggerfish in the shop.
Ah.
That's how you get the back bling. The only reason I have triggerfish is where I could have the black bling.
Guy just got his buddy. So they're real players.
No, I didn't want to
Duly
carry
noted.
him. Drop him.
Are you going to watch the trailers? Yes, we will do that when we get back. So, my apologies. I was a little distracted.
Yeah, that
I
was
do that
another
all the time.
That was the first uh-oh.
Yep. Commonplace. Let's carry this fella. Whoa. Wait a minute, buddy. I needed you. When I think of game trailers, I always think about...
Is that the Meowdis boss shooting me? Or is that someone wearing the skin?
I don't know. I think, yeah, it's the boss.
The boss. No one shot him yet, so he didn't have the health bar above him.
Bad kitty.
Look what I found.
Oh, look at that jetpack. Oh boy. Now I can go fly up in the air and fall down and break my head. Scanning. That's interesting. There's two locks that you have to go through. Ew, look at all this stuff.
A lot of snipers.
Yep. I like that. Let's swap out the shield bubble. There we go. And how many of these do we have? Just one. While it'd be nice to carry, I think this is probably going to be a safer thing to have. Oh. Do you have any heavy ammo, Jess?
I
Why,
think
thank
that's
you.
heavy.
That's just what I needed.
You see there's grapplers?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the jetpack for this time around.
Okay. You realize that won't shoot us.
But it's an AI, and I have to destroy the AI. Oh, I saw Elon Musk posted something on X earlier today. It was saying, tell us about how to improve Grok. And my response was, delete it. Get rid of that horrid AI.
Uh-oh.
Oh, storm.
Oh,
Got a boat.
alright, I'm coming. Okay, how do I... Hi, Meowdis. Thank you, Meowdis. I'm swimming. I just made a hole in the side and jumped out. It was just amazing there.
Yes, it is. That's why I was trying to blow up the sides of the boat, just in case. Well, I took a quick little trip down to the coffee shop earlier today, and it was very festive. but not quite as festive as it will be in about a year. Sorry, in about a week, as we're starting to leave Thanksgiving behind. And so, one of the... Oh, well, there's someone up ahead. Stand by. Well.
Wait. You should have shook them down.
You're right. You're right. That's still a relatively new feature for me, and so I keep forgetting about that. Oh. Might as well use up the... Unless, hey, Cat, you want to help? There we go. Thank you, Kitty. So the Christmas decorations are out, but they're not everywhere just yet.
Come on, Kitty. Nope, you're not tuning in.
Kitty wants to swim in the water. But I also noticed something else. There were not a whole lot of shoppers that were out and about just yet. But there are still more than there were a few years ago. I noticed for a while that Black Friday sales seemed to be going down. People were shopping more online. But I noticed a lot more people out and about than maybe about 5 years ago, 6 years ago. Wait a minute.
That's how I got these headphones.
Indeed.
Oh, Kitty hopped in. Yay.
Yeah, he finally got tired of walking around in the water.
Oh, shotgun.
Yep. Oh, we're out of fuel. Well, taking it on foot after we use this as much as we can. All right, the tank has entered the field of battle. Uh-oh. This is not good. I don't have the right gear for this. I'm out. I did not think that one through. I'll come back for you, Jess. Oh, the kitty stays. Interesting.
I think he's yours.
You're right.
I don't know which one of us finished him off.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
used
have commands for him.
shotgun. Okay. That's one. This thing is not very accurate.
So I didn't know which one of us finished him off.
Alright, that's another team kitty. Leave him alone.
He sees danger, he's gonna shoot. That's how the kitty works.
Stop walking, buddy. Oh, come on.
Oh!
I knew that was going to happen. Wow.
I think it's the one who took me out. They stayed waiting.
That's unfortunate. Oh, I forgot. I was going to do
Trailer.
posting things here.
There's a cinematic and a gameplay.
Oh, yes. Can you see it on inside the game, or do I have to go through a browser?
I don't know.
All right. I'll go through the browser. I'll just
I don't know
go
if they've
over to
got it in
the
the
game
game
section.
Look at it'd be in the news feed if they did. One of them is, Probably the
Watch
gameplay one?
video. Oh, we can see it inside the game. Reality
Yeah, but that's only one of them. There's two.
783.
I think that's the gameplay one. No, cinematic. I don't remember which one.
Ew, fancy. We got evil characters. Aha. Welcome to Japan. Yes, chop up the fish. Oh, they're not gonna do it. Very much similar vibes to the world they had started to build during the chapter 4. Oh, we gonna have moving islands? Ooh.
Okay, yeah, so that one's the cinematic. I can drop the gameplay one in the voice chat if it'd be easier for you to pull up that way.
Yes, that would be indeed. Oh wait, is it the Shady Grotto? Is that it, or? No, I'm sure it's something else. Oh, there we go. All right, pressing that, pulling it up.
It looks like we're gonna have those purple floating islands. Kind of looks like the ones they've added in the Lego one. The part where Columbo is, the Lost Isles part.
Yes, sword.
But look, the jump mechanic, the new like rolling jump, and it looks like wall climbing and like wall jumping.
Do you have pets now?
That's what it looks like. Something like that. We don't. This is what we know. What's in these videos.
Standard
the fire
weapons.
guy. He looks like he does a little bit of the wall jumpy things.
Oh, and we're gonna have fire abilities. Yeah.
So it looks like the one Oni mask is gonna have fire abilities. Another one that you saw in one of the trailers when they were fighting at that dojo, where the one had like the dark clouds around him and was like sort of shooshing around. Like you just sort of like teleport a little. That's one of them, and then I don't know what the other one is.
Fancy. I like it. That's a.
Yeah, I thought you'd be happy. There's swords.
Yes, there's gonna.
In the Japanese.
The Japanese theme and the swords is already an improvement. Getting the fire ability now, that gives me a little bit of Avatar sort of vibes there, and so I'm liking that as well.
I wonder if the Avatar powers were them testing. You know, it's like, oh, here it's for a few months. Let's, see how these element powers and, how does the fire, like, can the fire rubber shoot? And, like, how does this work? Is this, is it going to work okay? How are the players going to react? Oh, I heard a dude.
Hey, we got a Bastion. Greetings there, Mr. Duck.
Hello.
I've got to add a loss to this because that was a failure. Mostly me just not using the right weapons. Should have gotten distance and used the snipers, and that would have probably solved a lot of problems. All right, let's see here. That way, Bastion can jump in whenever he's here.
I had to have an app. It's like a JLab app for them.
Oh, yeah.
And you can play with the settings. I think they were like $30 on Black Friday, Walmart.
I went to my Walmart today and there's just nothing on sale for Black Friday, other than a couple of TVs.
Well, also when you think about it, Black Friday tends to have people increasing the price and then making a sale. And so it's probably not much better. Just a second. Greetings, Samuel Lopez. People are able to join these games. Yes, indeed. Just, you have to be a part of the Discord. And so we give it 24 hours after you join the Discord, and then you have the ability to participate if you so desire. You can find that with the Rumble bot that is posted that. Be sure to mention if it glitches out on you, though.
I think most of the Black Friday deals are on their website.
Ah, yes,
Well,
indeed.
like Walmart, they get a lot of them are online stores. Do get in some, because trust me, I know I see them up in the sales and being a problem. So they get in a certain amount and like a display thing, and then they actually would put I think so. I put them out Wednesday night a bit, because I know we put them out like sometimes the night before with other stuff. But I know when overnights went in Thursday, they would have definitely made sure they were out and in place. But you only get that certain amount in on that display. So a lot of people came in at 6 a.m. and got them, then they're gone.
Ah, yes. Jared Thorne says, I managed to win a solo this season. Congratulations, sir. Trying to win in this game, some weeks it is really easy, and other weeks it is near impossible. And so fortunately, this last month it's been fairly balanced. It's challenging, but it's not like as challenging as it was last year when all the pros suddenly returned to the game. Man, that was impossible to try and win. Yeah.
That the OG season that's coming, the 6th, that one will probably have a lot of them.
Ugh. Oh boy, just what I always wanted.
Well, since tomorrow is the last day for the season, I think everyone's going to be on it. Plus, there's going to be a concert.
A concert? No one wants a concert.
Very.
They're
Found leaks of it.
premiering Juice WRLD song that hadn't been released before he passed.
Yeah, I just heard that they got their permission to use all his stuff from his mother.
Jared Thorne says, I miss the good old days when Black Friday was a blood sport. So, I was working at Target during my very first Black Friday. Now, my parents had avoided Black Friday like the plague, mostly because they heard the bad reports.
Well, helps when you're overseas.
Oh, well, there's that too. But when we were back here, we always avoided it. And so I finally got to go, I finally got to work during a Black Friday, and I told someone that it was my very first time of being in a store during Black Friday. And they said, oh, it's going to get crazy. And this was in 2007. And we were at the front, and you saw the people starting to pile up. And I expected when the doors opened, people would run in a mad frenzy, and they didn't. In fact, people just kind of walked in casually. Were there some tensions? Maybe, but you couldn't see it. And so, as the day wore on, I started noticing that the amount of problems that we were all warned about were just strangely absent. And someone mentioned, this is really weird. It's like everybody is shopping somewhere else. Well, they were. It was Amazon. That was the first year that the company had noticed a substantial shift to online orders. And it kept getting bigger and bigger as time went on. So thus people at the stores saw less and less people. But it seems to be starting to reverse. People used to get great deals online. They no longer get those great deals online. Thankfully. And now you get a chance to see people in person, but people seem to have better attitudes, which is, again, great. Hopefully, it continues to be so as time moves on. Let's go over here, nice and quiet.
Well, I think there's also Cyber Monday as well. So there's going to be a lot of deals.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll do more deals, online deals the Monday after, yeah.
True. The amount of deals, though, that they used to have is much different, because during the early days of the internet, you could kind of get around some kind of extra costs that now they're starting to put back into the products. And for a while, you could kind of just get away with charging a really ridiculously cheap fee, and other countries like China took massive advantage of it. You can't do that anymore, or at least not in the way that companies used to, thankfully.
And it's also changed to where it's not everything's on Friday, with maybe some stuff dropping later on Friday and Saturday. A lot of times they'll have some like earlier, like we had a Black Friday deal the first weekend in November at Walmart. We had some, and then some today. Not as many as like last year or the year before. At one point it was like a different deal set every week of November leading up. This time there's just only 2 of them.
Uh-huh. That's true.
I saw an ad where it was this furniture store that just said Black Friday all this month.
Yeah, no, that's a better way. Because if you're going to make a deal, do you really want customers to say, oh, well, I'm working Friday, and then not to get your product? No, you're going to want people to come over a longer period of time. Part of the problem is that we now have dual parent incomes these days. That means both parents are working during the week. So you don't have as many people shopping like they used to. That's something you don't hear people talking about a whole lot, but it's indeed something that they have to consider. Thank you. Oh, perfect. All right, stay by just a second. I'm going to double check something over here. And yeah, there we go. Jared Thorne says, I worked 16 straight Black Fridays at Walmart. 16. So thus you've probably seen a good change in the types of Black Fridays that are out there. Did they get more bearable like it happened at Target, or were they always a mad dash to try and get as much as people could? Kind of strange. The season of giving became the season of all you can get. The irony.
I guess 6 years ago, my first one, where it was like actually, Walmart was still open on Thanksgiving, Black Friday, and I was working. I didn't hear it because I was up in the deli. Like, it's back by our online pickup area. Some people had staged a fight.
Oh, no.
So that they could try and slip into the back and steal stuff, but they didn't succeed. And then I guess the cops went in on the other doors and all that. I didn't see any of that. I only found out when after I got off at 10, I shopped a little bit, looked at what deals are still around at Walmart. Then I went down to check out Kohl's, and I was waiting in the line and talking about how while they were waiting in the line to get in, that they'd seen cops go down to Walmart. I'm like, what? I was in Walmart working. How do I not know there was cops in Walmart?
Yeah. Jared says a lot of violence forced places to spread the sales out as well. Honestly, if you were having problems with a company and people are being violent, you share some responsibility. And I never understood that. It's like some people, they get so hung up on this idea of profits over everything. But then people start getting hurt at your place, and it's like you do share some responsibility. Maybe not as much as people would like, but you still share some responsibility. Yep.
There's
Just
a
a
wreck
second.
here.
Greetings. Thank you, Samuel, for
There's a
following.
rift
Much
up here.
appreciated. Hopefully you find something around here that is enjoyable, and welcome to the community in that way. I remember, though, when I was at Disney, this is when I really started to understand the mindset of greed that shoppers could have. Because when I was doing this, that's when I had the only time when I actually had to deal with a multi-occurrence theft. So this guy stole 3 times from me. Now, if you've been around for a while, my bad. If you've been around for a while, you know this story already. But when I was at Disney during Christmas, I was working a glow cart for a very, just during the evenings. And so I was going around with a glow cart, and there was no room to move. You would put the cart out and people would be all bunched up, all shoulder to shoulder. It was absolute chaos. And people would say, hey, I want to buy this thing over here. And you're reaching over the cart because you can't walk around the cart. That's how packed it was. Well, as I was doing a sale, I look over and I see this guy reach over, smile at me, and put an item underneath his arm, turn around, and he forced his way out of the crowd. And I say, hey, stop, he's stealing something. No one cared. And so I call it in like, hey, we just got robbed. And they say, how much do you take? I think just one item. It's hard for me to be able to figure that out. And they said, okay, well, there's not much that can be done. Just keep an eye open for that sort of stuff again. Well, I am doing another sale, and I look over, and the guy shows up again. He looks at me, smiles, reaches over, grabs a more expensive item, and same thing, turns around, walks away. Now I'm mad. I'm shouting after the guy, where's your honor? Come back, this is wrong what you're doing. He didn't care. And so as I'm there, I'm keeping an eye open for him. And then the fireworks start going off. And I see the guy coming through the crowd, and I looking at him like, stop. And he just looks at me, smiles, takes the item, puts it under his coat, and walks away. He had no remorse. He knew what he was doing. And I just wondered, you're probably getting those for your kids that probably wanted a glow toy. And you were more concerned with getting it for free than you were thinking about what your kids are probably going to say about you one day. Oh, Dad always gave us everything we always wanted. Yeah? Well, have you wondered if maybe your dad was giving you things that you didn't, that were going to be more detrimental to your life in the long term?
you.
He was teaching them theft. That's not going to go well with kids. And you never would have guessed it. This guy did not look like the type of guy who'd want to steal. Yet he did. 3 times. And one day his kids are going to probably end up in a tough way. And they're going to say, where did you kind of learn this? And they'll say, from Dad.
No, somebody parked a helicopter. No, I think the helicopter was already here.
Yeah, it was
I
already
think
here.
somebody parked it. Yeah, 100% feel this was waiting. Oh, somebody.
Oh, where? Oh, yeah, over here. Jared Thorne says, making the sale a scavenger hunt with secret pallets wrapped in brown paper caused a lot of stupidity. So when I was working at Target, we had some items that were not permitted to be on the floor, and I didn't know that. They were trying to keep it in reserve for the future. That way they can have extra sales. Thank you. Extra sales later on. Well, a customer was looking for a product and asked me for where it was. And I looked in the back and found it and brought it out and said, here's the product. And the sale was made, and the customer left happy and said, thank you, this made my afternoon. We've been looking high and low for this item, and we finally found it. I turned around, there's my manager, who says, what were you doing? I said, well, the item was missing on the shelf, and it was in the back, so I just got some extra ones.
They got a bot.
All right, let's go on in. Fly right over them. Okay, we'll do this too. This works.
I figure we don't want to be in it when they shoot it up and blow it up.
That is indeed true. I'd rather have it for the future than just for a one-time attack. That could be fun. Yeah, dance. Oh, look at all this stuff.
Oh, look, they had a crown.
The guys over here. Bree likes cheese. Well, that's wonderful. Oh! Ouch. Watch out. You shoot, yep, there we go. It's coming in. Get him, Bastion.
The one we took out over there had a ton of cannon.
There we go. Sensational. I gotta heal.
Action. Check cannon.
Oh, perfect. That's just what we need. Oh, swap that out with something else. Yeah, here we go. Never mind. Grab that. There we go.
Give me a
Perfect.
few more seconds. I can get you again, Bastion. 5, 4,
There's a
3,
large pot here.
2, 1.
Nah, I'm fully healed.
Not default player. Okay, buddy. Where's your crew? Oh, you're just Deadpool. You know what? We can make sure that you are not a problem anymore. There we go. Get rid of that fella. These Elon rumors are crazy. Now they say he wants to buy Hasbro. Well, that would be interesting. He's got to be careful. He can't buy everything. Otherwise, that really puts him into monopoly territory, and it will undo all the progress he has made. So hopefully he doesn't.
I don't know. Disney's been pretty successful at that.
Yeah, but they're also starting to be scrutinized for monopoly-like practices. Problem is that Elon Musk, a lot of people want him to kind of be taken down. Now, I like what he's doing, but a lot of people do want him to kind of... They want him to fall apart. And if he gives them more reason to argue that he cannot, that he doesn't deserve stuff, then they might make that an issue. Oh, that's the bot right there.
Oh, look, another helicopter.
Okay, we might want to land this somewhere.
Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Good. Well done, well done.
You just gotta make sure it's a clear
Ouch.
area. You know, I didn't want to be too close to
Ouch, man, I'm missing horribly. Dang, those guys had very good accuracy. They'd certainly enforce antitrust on Elon. Yes, they would definitely do that. I remember hearing sometime back that the likelihood of somebody who is corrupt having the law used against them is slim to none. But if you're someone of honor and character and doing the right thing, you're going to suffer from those laws far more readily. Trump, Elon Musk, and many others are proof of that. So I would not want Elon to overstep. I'd more prefer if he would fix the problems that he currently has in his company. AI.
I'm gonna back out and come back on the call. I'm having some audio issues.
Okay. Sounds good.
I put the shoes on the fish.
Well, would you look at that? The one thing a fish doesn't need is shoes. Isn't that riveting? So does that mean all our characters are going to become barefoot so they can force people to get shoes? If so, I'm perfectly going around barefoot.
No, but it is weird with characters that have like bigger feet.
Yeah. And sometimes you won't think the feet would be that big, but then they see the shoes on them and it's like, holy crap.
So this character, for some reason, can wear the shoes and
Oh,
massive.
That looks so weird, though.
I think they did it because his different style is more normal.
I don't get the shoe craze. That's so weird. Would be nice to get
Wait, they work
D&D
on
and
Master
Magic
Chief?
the Gathering fixed.
No.
Jared Thorne, that is actually a good point. It would be nice to get those fixed, but I would argue, as somebody who has been watching D&D and Magic the Gathering more closely over the last couple of years, I don't think it's going to be so easy to fix. Even if you get somebody that kind of allows the old-fashioned games to return, you're not going to get it to be fixed. The reason why is our culture has changed. And it may sound a little weird, but the more I think about this, the more I'm convinced there's something off. Part of the reason why I think that there's something more that needs to be fixed, that you can't just fix the same company. Culture has shifted away from that stuff in many ways. And one of those is that people don't have as much free time as they used to. Most people I know are working more than ever. And the next generation doesn't care about it. Not in the way that the older generation did. It's kind of like, imagine it like this. What if you were to find out that the old guys that were at your Cracker Barrel that were always playing checkers were fighting tooth and nail to keep checkers the way that they remember as a kid? They didn't know why all these people are playing these video games or D&D games or card games. It doesn't make sense to them. Why do that? We already have a great game. And the new generation's like, well, we're not big fans of checkers. I mean, sure, we know how to play it, but it's kind of simple for us. D&D and Magic the Gathering are in that category for a lot of people. It's the older generation that wants it to be maintained. The new generation wants something slightly different. And so what we have to do is, to fix it, you have to embrace the old and introduce something new. I don't think Elon Musk understands games enough to be able to do that. I dare say most people don't. A good example is how many stupid video games are out there. A lot of people make a game and they don't even know how to do it well. They're just making a game because they can. Think about Flappy Bird. Was that a good game, or was it just somebody making a game and it just took off somehow? It was not a good game. But it still had a massive impact upon the culture. Whereas Angry Birds was super popular. It was a really clever idea. And the company, in an attempt to try and change the old game and embrace kind of predatory tactics, killed their own company. And there's other times where you do like D&D, where you embrace only new, and you end up making things far worse for your company as a whole because you alienate the people that would share the love of a game to the next generation. So you need a fine balance between new, old, innovative, and traditional. Okay, where is this guy? But I think that's how you would go about fixing it.
I think the guy who made Flappy Birds, something about rights. Now it's open to the public, so a bunch of NFT guys made a game of it, and he can't do anything about it.
Well, that's wonderful. Oh, golly. I have two guys here. Oh, hamster taxi. Lovely. That was quite close, actually. I'm not sure it's the lack of time, but I think it's more lack of attention span. There's that too. But here's the thing. I know some kids have incredible focus when it's for the right thing. But a lot of it is also that parents don't want it. So, yeah, there's so many things that go into making a good quality game. And I'm not sure that Elon Musk is necessarily the best person to try and figure that one out. But maybe he could find somebody, buy the company, and then pass it off to somebody. That would be interesting. Pass it off to somebody who's passionate about it. Of course, then that might go just as bad because he might choose somebody who's not very skilled at it. So I kind of feel like there just has to be a new group that just sparks and grows up out of the woodworks, you could say. Who knows what will happen, but I do know that eventually we're going to find some of these products making a comeback, but there's other ones that I'm not sure they're going to be so easy to solve. D&D being one of them. And there's some real dark things in the D&D world that a lot of people in the new generation are not too keen on, which understandably so. The question is, how do you find a balance? Now, a while back, I was making my own card game. It was a side hobby. I was at college, I was bored, and I started building a card game. And the mechanics worked well. The early tests worked well. Was it perfect? No, but it was the preliminary stuff, and I started seeing the potential with it. But I never finalized it. The reason why was because there was too much competition. No one was going to care about a new product. They only wanted things that were old, that were familiar to them. And so it shared some similarities with Magic the Gathering. And people are like, well, why bother with that? Well, the few guys that tested it out, they're like, hey, we like the game mechanics, but it's too similar in our mind. Oh, well, look at that. It's too similar in our mind to Magic the Gathering, so thus there wasn't any real motivation for me to try and proceed. I never played Magic the Gathering at that point, and so I didn't realize that there were similarities.
I found 2 Porta Fortresses.
Somehow I think I know.
Also, I left a flare down here.
Like buying Marvel Comics and letting Nerdrotic manage it. Oof. I know I'm one of the few people that would flat out disagree with that, but I would disagree with that one greatly. But I can see the sentiment. There are some people that are far better at that than the people that are currently in there. But trying to find the right person, that's the real challenge. I think a lot of people that we kind of want to solve things don't necessarily have the track record in the field the way that, personally, that I would like to see. So, like, for example, there was a guy that was, when Star Wars was being made, and they started saying, hey, look, we have all the creative team from the Clone Wars that are getting involved. And I was not so keen on that. The reason why is because while they made good stuff for some products, they were not the best people to be used on all products. And so their idea had some good merit to it. But there's a lot of the elements that did not turn out so well. Whereas if you had gone with somebody from the film trilogy for the prequels, he probably would have done a lot better. It's hard to say. But trying to find the right person is truly difficult, especially since it's really a fame. It's really a kind of a fame game. If you have fame, then you can be able to really do a lot with that. But if you don't have fame, good luck trying to get your foot in the door. What I feel needs to happen is there needs to be a group of people that are entrusted with a product, people that are fans of the old that have been teaching it to the new, and then you have generational kind of support for it. Theoretically, I don't know if that would actually happen, but oh, chopper, perfect. Hey, someone's here. Oh, it's probably the bot. Oh, yeah, I can't scan, of course. Oh, here we go. Changing booth here. I mean, gotta make a call. There we go. Scan and that. This will work. Much better.
Oh, well, I had a guy.
Sure, we'll take it. Not super worth it, though. So if you were to choose anybody, like a friend of yours, to run something, who would you turn to? You're like, hey, you know, I think this product needs help. Who do you turn to? Tabletop gaming, there is one guy that I know who is better than anyone else at it. And he's a nobody. He works in the airline industry. And honestly, if I was to choose anybody to really do stuff, it would be him. But no one would know who he is. And I could advertise him day in and day out. No one will ever know. Oh, wow. This is festive.
Oh, also, I'm going to advertise my restaurant.
Indeed. So if you play the radio, does it start playing a Mexican... like some Mexican music? The hat dance?
I think it does this thing. There's a Valkyrie.
So footsteps on there as well. But
They should play the Mexican hat music. Alright, drop me off. Here we
Yeah, 'cause
go.
I'm hitting the...
So this guy, really good at what he does. But he couldn't make a living doing it. So what does he do? He goes into the aviation world. And he still is, in my opinion, the
Teammates
best
running
guy.
away.
Okay. In my opinion, he's still the best guy for the job. But I would never be able to get him to change. Understandably so.
Peter girlfriend over by the house.
Here we go. Anonymous.
Alright, Peter's now. Now who's fighting?
Greetings, Lauren. How are you doing tonight? Things are going well. We're streaming on multiple platforms right now. We're over on YouTube. We're here on Rumble. We're on Twitch. It's been an interesting experiment.
I
Very
just got shot at.
So that's why I would go for tabletop gaming. But uh-oh, that's not good.
There's a sniper up on that hill.
Yeah.
Oh, the shots behind.
Cyborg melon. But when it comes to card games, I have a very different friend in mind. A guy who studies this stuff thoroughly.
They're by the front of the house. They keep popping in and out.
Somebody that's a
Like
very
700 damage on him.
someone that's a very awkward fella.
I hit the shields a couple times.
Glitter Mantis is gone.
Jeez, we got a lot of people here.
Yeah. Neodynamic. It's gone well. So the guy that would be great for card games is incredibly awkward. But his mind is really good at being able to troubleshoot how a game is going to play out. And so he can very quickly tell you what's the pros and cons of how the game is currently functioning. But he also is so awkward, nobody would ever give him a chance. Those are the types of people you need to fix the industry. People that are so passionate and are nobodies. Those are the people I would turn to solve all these issues. Mostly because they're so passionate about it, they're not going to be swayed by money. Literally, if you were to offer the guy that does... yeah, I was coming over here just to look for something, but yeah, I probably shouldn't do that. Where's the chopper? Oh, there it is. I hope it works out well. Yes, things have been working out fairly well. It's been quite the experiment. Not completely sold on the whole process, but it's been interesting to give it a shot.
Oh, this could be part of why it was so busy. Reboots.
Oh, yeah. All right, we got enough fuel to get us around for a little while, but we have to look for a gas station.
Pretty sure if you try to land at a gas station, you're going to end up blowing it up.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That's why we have to land nearby. Or we'll just swap out choppers with this one over here. And this fuel disappears fast. Okay, someone's up at the top here. Right back to the chopper.
Oh,
Oh, never mind. There's
well,
another team
I'm
here.
down inside the building.
Down. Chopper's almost down. There we go. A blue raptor has been eliminated. Take that, blue. Whoa!
Oh, there's the stairs.
Gravity, the enemy of us all. That was unfortunate. So what about Disney? How do you... I mean, the world of tabletop gaming I would give to my airline friend. The world of card gaming I would give to my card enthusiast friend. But when it comes to Disney, I don't really know too many people that would know how to do it. Because Disney's so big and so diverse in its different functions, I don't think there's a kind of a catch-all for it. What I think is you have to split the company. Make a TV division, make a park division, and make a film division. Greetings there, Dadman. How are you doing, sir? Now, personally, I would love to be in charge of the animation department. But I know that would not make a good option for that. I'm too inexperienced. But nor would I give it to anybody who's currently out there. I would want them to forge their own path with the crew that they currently have. And basically have them figure it out once again. Give them minimal resources and let them have a nut. Try and figure it out. Make it work. Weed out the people that are trying to sabotage and keep people that are artists focused and who love the company. By the way, Dadman, how has your day been and how was your Thanksgiving? I know I heard a little bit of that yesterday, but hopefully it was a good experience for you and your family. Give me a second. I'm going to check the YouTube side because I think things glitched there for a moment. I think it's still going, but I just want to double check. Okay. All right, so that's still working. The quality is still good. All right, so it was just on my side that things were kind of glitching. Had to send you a DM about our schedule, just an FYI for later when you have time. Much appreciated, sir. I will be sure to take a look at that. But yeah, I'll stay flexible. So. So hopefully we'll see what that ends up being. But right now there's the potential that we'll be doing a discussion about the Aleutian Islands, which could be quite interesting because there was actually a moment where the American Civil War even reached up here to Alaska. Then, of course, you have World War II that impacted it. And right now, it's becoming a very crucial area for our country. And so expect the Aleutian Islands to be a very critical part of the nation's future policies in regards to ship traffic and fishing. Busy, chaotic, and crazy. Enjoyed having Mom another year, and my stream with Aang was incredible, especially the ending. So overall, a great day. Thanks, I have so many calendar items and still mix things up. We all do. We all mess things up quite a bit when it comes to scheduling. I myself have messed up horribly with my scheduling over the last couple of months because I've been taking classes on the side and then I have other things I'm trying to manage. And so for streams like today, I found out that I had actually been enabling it to begin at 12. But we've not begun at 12 for a long time, and for whatever reason, I keep forgetting to double check the settings. That is awesome, and love to learn more about it. Indeed, it'll be it's an interesting subject. By the way, again, for those that are unfamiliar, I know these streams are relatively small, but just so you know, we are across three platforms right now. We are on Rumble, we're on Twitch, and we're on YouTube now. And so we have been on YouTube in the past, but that got overlooked because of some challenges with YouTube not wanting to cooperate with us. There we go. Box of goblins.
Light's disappointed with you.
Light's when is she not disappointed with me?
Well, you forgot what day it is.
What day is it?
Her birthday.
What? Oh. Oh no. Ay. That's not good.
Well, right now she can't really go on Discord. She's out of town.
Oh, so I have an excuse. She wasn't around.
I just told her you didn't remember.
Wait, what? Oh boy, you're helpful.
No, I just asked if I could tell you guys.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, I'll say, because did Jeff ever actually know the day?
No, I didn't. So
See, how can you...
Dates have always been confusing for me. And then on top of it, I don't keep a written record of people's birthdays because it's actually for security purposes. I don't want to be a weak point that causes people grief in the future. So that's why even with like your accounts with Silverado, I keep it very, very minimal so that people don't potentially have the ability to cause people trouble with the information. But I might have to figure something out for a birthday, for birthdays, because multiple people have mentioned theirs, and I keep forgetting what days they are. I think
you can always just keep track of the month and day. You don't have to keep track of the year, and I mean...
That's
I don't
true.
think that'd be too problematic.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or, I mean, it'd mean using a bot, but you could use a Discord bot that you just have a part with the birthdays, and we tell it, and and then it reminds you and us by going happy birthday whenever it's a birthday.
That might be worth it. I like that idea. Dadman asked, they aren't normal islands, are they? Volcanic and rocky. So the islands of the Aleutian, so the Aleutian Islands are weird islands. They are it's like they're out of fantasy. If you were to look at the islands, a lot of them are basically these columns that reach up out of the water. No one can land on them. They're just these rocky pillars, and there is greenery all along it, trees sticking out of it, and then moss on the top, and birds everywhere. And the islands that are out there are very big, and some of them are, interestingly enough, a lot of them, most of them are volcanic in one way or another. But I would probably say the majority of the islands are just hazardous because of the very harsh weather. They are very difficult islands to try and survive on. If you get stuck out there, there's not much chance that you're going to have somebody coming to your rescue if something goes wrong. During World War II, more people perished to the elements than to actual gunfire. That's what it was like. So, yeah, they're islands that are beautiful. They have some incredible features on them, but they're not islands you want to just take a vacation to. Well, not right now. There are some places where you can do that. Unalaska is one of them. Another place is what's the island? It's Adak Island. That too is an interesting place, and that one's actually fairly big to where people have actually lived on it. There's been military activity on it in the past. I think there's a fishing community out there as well. Riker says, "Didn't we learn from last year every day is Light's birthday?" I think she's finally entering her 20s. You know, that is right. That's my excuse. The reason why I don't know what Light's birthday is because she kept confusing us about when her birthday was. It's her fault. Somehow I don't think she'll believe that. Watch it turn out that today's not actually her birthday. This is actually just the beginning of when she likes to tease people. What, an outhouse that doesn't go anywhere? This game is warped,
some of them
people.
are just hiding ones.
Good thing in games you don't have to take restroom breaks for your character. Oh, interesting. If you zoom in, your jetpack immediately starts flying.
That
Yeah,
maybe
if you're
has
in
to
the
come
air.
down to with your key binds.
Oh,
When you're in
interesting.
the air and you're aiming, it does. When I first played, I remember it just kept you level. But I guess the old ones, they made you fly up.
Ah. Jared Thorne says, I only know that Light is a few months older than my daughter. Well, that makes it a lot easier to try and remember. All right, where are these folks? Boss boy. I think they're probably bots with how they were behaving. It's kind of weird when you think about trying to keep track of people's ages. Oh, speaking of which, Light has come by to wave in a very energetic manner, trying to get people to recognize that today is her birthday. Greetings, Light. Hope you are enjoying a very happy birthday. Well, of course, that is assuming today is your birthday. Is it? Is it? Or is Bastion trying to deceive us? Light says, hello, everyone. So I'm guessing because she showed up, it probably is. But hopefully you're getting some good quality time with family. I'm officially 20 seconds old. Oh, no. Wait a minute. Boy, Light must have some sort of time alteration around her, because I could have sworn that 20 seconds ago, she was still around. Maybe she just ages really, really slowly. That's what it is. So she's 20 seconds old in terms of her physical appearance. So that means that we don't know what Light looks like, but I'm guessing she must be literally an infant. Pick up.
You got a sniper?
Let me see here. No, I don't.
You want one?
Maybe in a moment. Let's go collect Bastion and start moving inland, because I'm not liking our position right here.
Shots over towards Bastion's way.
Nope. Disregard. Let the wars begin.
Oh, the familiar bridges.
Where is he? Or maybe that's Bastion just shooting for the sake of it. I'm visiting the place where I was
maybe
born.
Killed them.
Oh, well, that definitely would work out. So Light says, I'm visiting the place where I was born. You mean 20 seconds ago? God sent us on a mission, and that I had to fast from meat for 40 days. Well, indeed, that can be...
You don't want
it's
the
important
bullets?
to be able to... I'm already maxed out. It's good to be able to fast on the occasion.
Oh, okay.
And so... hopefully you and your dad have a great experience with that. 20 seconds ago. She is still a fetus, says Riker. Uh-huh. Light needs to, Light's one of the only people I can say, you know what, Light, you need to just grow up. It's not seen as like a negative thing.
I say, I'm older than you.
Yeah, no, I in that sense, I need to grow up. Light is giving the sus emote to Riker. By the way, folks, just one more reminder. If you like this idea of having multiple platforms that we stream to, please be sure to mention it, because I have to make the decision later on today about whether or not to go with it, just because of the cost. Wait a minute. Chopper. Helicopter. They're attacking. Get out. Uh-oh, that's not good.
Where is it?
Give me your chopper. That's right, now you're probably upset you got out. Oh no, it's bad. Oh, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Ouch, that hurt. I messed up horribly. Well, we're dead.
A different team came in.
I didn't have a shotgun,
He's following you.
but I wasn't prepared for a close. Yeah, this one keeps shaking. First they shook Bastion, then they shook me.
Well, a whole other team came in, so they're most likely
Yeah.
going to be eliminated. I got one of them.
Those guys were way too good. Dang good job, though. No, it was a terrible job. I messed up horribly.
Yeah, there's only going to be one more day left, and then going to try out the new season or chapter.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. What's happening? Oh! That's weird. It didn't allow me to uncheck. So, yes, we'll be back in just a moment. Going back to the lobby. Does it... that's kind of strange. Oh, there we go. It was a problem. Perfect. Just what I wanted to see. Oh, wait. Do I have any more of this thing finally happened? There we go. Now I have that terrifying thing that Jess has.
Hmm? Oh.
The peep skin.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it is.
Undercover sky.
Yeah, that's what it is. Wait a minute. Okay, so gonna do a quick little change here.
So I've got a toy burger. Now I've got a bone burger.
A bone burger. Ugh. You know, you're supposed to remove the bones from the meat if you're going to turn it into a burger. That way you're not biting down on it.
Well, think of all the collagen you'll get.
Well, yes. Somehow, I don't think that's healthy for people. Light says, well, I'm exhausted and I need some sleeps. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you for the happy birthday, everybody. Happy birthday one last time, Light. Rest well. Hope you and your family had a great day, and we will see you next time, whenever that is. There's new free skins, so everywhere. Let's say there's new free skins, and so indestructible.
You want me to read it?
Yeah, I'm having trouble reading right now. I got too many chats pulled up right now.
That new free skin is so everywhere and seems indestructible. Ugh. Always getting eliminated by them.
Oh, yes.
Skin.
Thanks for coming and helping me. I need to increase my font size. I keep saying that, but whenever I do that, it causes my window over here to, like, blow up. So I need, like, a magnifying glass so I can be able to move in when I'm starting to have trouble there. Multiple streams might help you reach more people.
Get one of those things that you can hang down in front of the screen that magnifies.
Oh.
So you can move it out of the way when you don't need it. I think I've seen stuff like that where it's like a big plastic thing that can hang down over.
Now that's interesting.
There's a bunch of pickaxes in the shop, and one of them is just fish.
Oh yeah, it's after 6 shop reset.
Gonna pick a fight with somebody with those pickaxes. Riker says multiple streams might help you reach more people, but it's not my money. I don't know if it's worth it overall. I guess it depends on how large you want your reach to be. Who knows? Who knows?
Oh,
That's why it's difficult for me, because I literally do not want to become big.
Ghost in the shop.
And the reasoning is that I don't want to fall into some of the vices that happen with game streams, especially. But I want them to be there for people that want to participate. So that's why I'm confused. But it does help with Castercraft.
Ooh.
Are you all doing the event tomorrow, says Dadman? I'm not, but I think other people here are. Or probably will be.
I've got to be at work at the time it starts, so...
Yeah. I'm going to be working on Japanese during that time to try and get better in preparation for my test next week.
Well, they already kind of leaked some parts of it, so I know what's going to happen. It's going to be a mix of what happened in the second chapter before the flood happened.
Mm-hmm.
And then
I thought that that the device is going to be like a big microphone.
Yeah. But then there's going to be a huge explosion as well. That's probably what's going to send us to the next chapter.
Explosions. Oh boy. That's what we need. Violence.
Well, the explosions is in the style of that TNT, the cartoon one.
Oh. There are some times where I start to make a purchase that ends up becoming a little expensive for me. One of them is the post office box that I got last year. That has proven to be incredibly expensive, and unfortunately, it just hasn't quite panned out the way that I was expecting. I was kind of thinking that I would have more time to be able to do some things that would be mailable, but they keep getting delayed. Now, earlier this year, it was in regards to issues that happened with family, as well as with job-related stuff and projects. But now, hopefully, that will turn around with this Christmas season, because we have 3 items I'm going to be putting out there for mailables. And so things like that, which are payments that don't necessarily pan out, do end up becoming more important as time goes on. With the restream, I don't know if that's going to be the case, because it's expensive, but at least it has more relevance than the mailing tool that we were trying to figure out. So we'll still have use. It's just a question, does it begin now or in a couple of months? Who knows? Personally, I wish the map never changed. This is the first map I played with it being too sentimental, but I'm looking forward to the OG continuing. Indeed. Oh, hello. Oh, you're just another toaster. Take that, you toaster. I don't want any toast. I cannot hit you. There you are. Did you meow at me?
There's supposed to be robots built by the cat that's riding a robot.
Well, that's inspiring. Silly kitty.
Supposed to be like the cat mastermind. Or something to that title.
Save the kitty from these toasters.
So yeah, this was the weapon I found in that one chest.
Oh yes, that shockwave thing.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Kitty, will you emote? Nope. Oh, you only emote with him? Okay, fine. My wife. Thank you.
Yeah, whoever got him can emote with him.
Oh, that's how you do it. Hey, cat, want to play some banjo with me? No? Okay, fine. In the service, a monthly or yearly, is the service a monthly or yearly commitment? It is monthly, but right now the sale is that you get half off if you go for a full year. That's why I've been debating it. Mostly because I know I'm not like super energetic and engaging, and so it makes the audience tend to be a little bit more of a narrow niche sort of thing than what you find on other channels. That's why I don't know if spreading out is a good idea.
Somebody's here.
Right now we have about the same amount of people watching as we would have on a regular day. But it's across 3 platforms rather than across 1. There he is. Yeah, get him. Okay, I didn't shake him down. My bad. Should have bullied him. I wouldn't spend more than $20 or so a month for multi-streaming. That's the other thing, is that my argument, at least when I was first thinking about it, for restreaming was that, well, it has to be around the same cost as if I were to be trying to the same cost as the amount of revenue I'm getting from streaming. The amount of revenue I get from streaming is $2 a month. The amount that it costs for restreaming is $20. So I'm trying to figure out how to not have too many things that are kind of eating into the revenue. Because, like, for example, with the t-shirts, that whole process is going to cost another $100. When it's all said and done, the t-shirts will be made for about $350 to actually get the whole setup going. So that is naturally going to be a eating in to the streams bank, which I do have something that's separated specifically for streams and for anything related to the channel that's going on. And I am fully willing to spend that stuff whenever and wherever and whenever it needs to be done. But I also don't want to spend it all in the first few months and then realize, dang, I ran out, and then have to keep adding into it immediately. I want like a yearly deposit where I'm like, okay, this year is the amount that I'm putting this much in to kind of do whatever with. Anyway, that's my mindset with that. I'm going to need to say have a good night and get stream. Sorry. I'm going to need to say have a good night and get. Oh, bang. Sorry, I'm keeping distracted. I'm going to take a nap for my stream later. Happy hunting. Rest well, Dadman. We will see you next time whenever and wherever that is. Probably stop by and say howdy do to you later on. Oh, hello. And thanks for coming by. Thanks for the shout out. Much appreciated. If you want some funny, wholesome streams, go on over and pay attention to some Dadman streams. Good fella. Oh, dang, that hurt. Come back here, buddy. I want to tell you about your car's extended warranty.
Norm.
Dadman says thanks and sent Jess a DM for later. Ouch. Could you justify eliminating the P.O. box and using that cash for restream? I could. Right now it is set up for 6 months. 6 months? Yeah, 6 months at a time. And so right now it is good to go until spring. And so my argument is that if I don't get a chance to do the mailables before then it goes into hiatus and it gets reestablished at a later date. So that will be probably happening. Now, for the restream though, part of it is also something else that I've mentioned about beforehand, and I'm not entirely certain about. I might expand upon it later on when we have another stream, because I want to think through the wording of this a little bit more, because right now I'm a little scatterbrained today. But there is another factor that let's take in. Oh, hello. There you are, buddy. Yeah.
You just got rebooted. How do you have no health?
Because someone attacked. Don't worry, I found OP corn.
Where are you? I got mech kit.
But I got corn. And a banana. Fancy Tron outfit there. You've met nice people on Rumble. I'd hate to see them go, and several Twitch folks haven't migrated to Rumble. That is indeed true. People are comfortable with the platforms that they like. I don't expect everyone to want to jump back and forth between platforms. I very much know that that will never truly happen. Nor did I ever really think that was going to happen.
Where's the other footstep? Did you take out 2 people?
I just took out
There seems
a
2
person.
footsteps.
Yeah, there was 2 people here. Here's a
Okay.
med kit.
Oh, I thank you.
I tossed a med kit at him.
Yeah, I had it from earlier.
Did
Okay,
you
there's a
get
guy over
injured
there.
again?
There's a guy over there. Brace yourselves. Where'd he go? He was right here a moment ago. So what I will say about the about some of the challenges with restreaming, a lot of it has to do with management of stuff. If I were to do that, I would probably need to have someone in a dedicated helping position to try and manage stuff. I don't have that ability, nor do I think that a whole lot of people would have too much of an interest in that. One of the things that can happen with streams is that they can get bigger and justify it, but I don't know if these streams are in the kind of the vein that would permit it to grow in that sort of way. I could be surprised. Things could turn around very quickly. I'm not going to pretend, though, like it will change, because, as you all know, I'm incredibly skeptical about the whole streaming world and its longevity as a whole. Okay, coming back to get the car. There's some guys below us, so keep an eye open. But when it comes to the... that's a good point. They're pretty well prepared. Alright, go south. No! Quick! Gotta get out of here. Jump on board, Jess.
I got the icy grappler.
Okay. We're fighting here. Dang, that's not good. Oof.
I'll be back in a little bit.
No worries. Do you want us to continue without you? Or will it be sooner than that? Okay, we'll say it's sooner than that. So let me go over what I think is probably the biggest hurdle for these streams moving forward. Because there is there is a couple of things that are going on. And while I can't go into every last one of them with you, I can definitely say there are some issues that are happening in the world outside of these streams that make it a little difficult for the stream's future. Now, my main focus is going to be on Castercraft. Always has been, always will be. Maybe always will be. But there was something that happened recently that made me realize there is a potential problem. And I don't think it will happen. I don't think issues will start to arise. But I have been watching people's lives starting to be torn apart as a result of streams. Now we have been taking the high road ever since these streams began. Civility has been how we go about these streams. There are some people that are probably going to end up in serious legal trouble in the next couple of years, and the world of streaming is very can end up causing quite a few issues. Now we are going to be insulated from that because we have taken the high road. But I did realize just how easy it is to kind of get lost when you're in the streaming world. And that's one of the reasons why I spend so much time out and about when I'm not streaming, in order to make sure that my mindset doesn't get sucked into the isolation and only into streams. But that being said, I don't want to abandon it. That's why I've been sticking with it for the last 2 years, because I see merit with it. I see a future with it. But it's just not the future maybe that is clear. Streaming on here has the ability to become thousands strong. I do believe that. What's the likelihood of that happening, though, is probably not very good. I'm not going to be discouraged by that. In fact, I would be a little discouraged if things blew up overnight. I want things to maintain being genuine. And as long as we can maintain the genuineness of it across 3 platforms or even more, I'm all for it. And I'm willing to pay out a little bit to make that happen. But I want to be able to contribute to a solution, contribute to a community, contribute to replacement media. If we can do that over the next couple of months, I think this will grow. And I think I'm going to be more willing to put in even more money into it to make it work. I don't ever expect to get my money back out of all this. I do not expect that. I've seen too many channels trying to make money, and it never works. So I'm not letting money drive it. I want impact to drive it. I want people to watch the streams and take something away from it. Either the deep thoughts, whether it's the community building, anything. If there is that success, I'm all for it. And we will embrace it moving forward. You know, I think in that sense, maybe restreaming is the only option. You know, I think that chatting about this has actually resolved that question for me. Okay, we're going to go with it. I'm going to make that purchase once the stream finishes. So we'll have restreaming up. But in terms of other finances, I think I'm going to have to try and figure out some sort of balance for it, because restreaming will be helpful. I really want the mailables to be a function, especially with Castercraft. We'll figure out the mailables at a later date. They're still happening, but restream will definitely be what we go with. But the mailables, have to try and figure that out. With an investment like that, you're kind of handcuffed into streaming more often to justify the purchase. And that is true. Now, I'm not a super big fan of streaming one's days away. There's a guy who welcome back, Bastion. There's a guy I've been paying attention to over the last couple of years. Last 3 years, actually. And he went from basically a nobody to having 500 to 700 viewers at any particular time. 500 to 700, which of course most of it are probably bots, but that's still a massive amount. And the chat is going so fast for him at this point, he can't pay attention. And if you have reading problems like I do, then it makes it even more difficult. So, I guess we'll just tackle it one problem at a time. I don't think that we'll get to that point where there are hundreds of people, especially with some of my opinions about things. That will never happen. Because, like, as you all know, I don't even mention some groups by name anymore. Sometimes I'll mention it, but I won't mention it by name just because I don't want to spark some of the, maybe some of the more frustrated discussions that could take place. But I do know a couple of folks that have figured out the streaming model, and we're going to try and figure out how to future-proof it. So when other people are dealing with some of the troubles that are happening across the platforms, we will be insulated and hopefully be able to proceed forward into the future for several years to come. How long that happens, I don't know. But there is a cutoff point. There's a cutoff point when these streams will come to an end. And I've been thinking about that. And they won't come to an end like permanently, but they will come to an end in terms of frequency. And that is if Castercraft finds success. At which point it starts to shift and the streams will become more focused on the upon the company that is being formed rather than just the random discussions that will sometimes take place while I'm trying to work. The community stuff will still stay. And hopefully it will, that part will continue to grow. Now, I do know some people will come by, like Samuel over in Rumble, who might come over again and might actually become a regular around here. I don't know. It doesn't tend to happen a whole lot, but we do have an open Discord for that reason. It is to enable the possibility of growth into the future. So the community side will keep growing regardless. But in terms for art streams, they're probably going to become more limited so that I can be able to focus on the big projects. That is the cutoff point for me, is being able to focus on the big projects for when they eventually become possible. Because believe me, when the big projects come out, you're going to want me to probably put in most of my time into that. Because I think a lot of people would really, really enjoy it. And I really want to tell you guys what those projects are. But I'm still holding off. I'm not telling you guys about it other than that it is in the works. Because I don't want to raise expectations only to have things get delayed. Kind of like with the mailables. How many times have I been saying that, hey, we have mailables coming, and then they don't actually materialize, or the ones that are out there that don't quite necessarily connect well just yet? We're going to find solutions for that, and it will get better. Man, that guy's still freaky in the sky. Unless you're expecting to have things delivered to you, then you shouldn't have a P.O. box. You can just write a fake address when mailing things. So I don't want to do that because I found out that if there's any problems with a mailing, the person who receives it pays the price. And someone did that to someone I know, and they ended up having to pay an extra $50 just to receive the package. It's like, what? $50? I don't want to be responsible for causing pain to someone like that, so that's why I want to have it. Even if it's a financial burden to me, I'd rather have that than when the mailables do happen and people do start making the orders? Are they orders or are they something else? The redeems. When people start making the redeems, I don't want people to eventually have something messed up on their side and I send it to the wrong address, or it's something where I mess up on my side and write in the wrong address. And then someone else has to pay the price. So it's always going to come back to me in that sense. I want to be able to take on the burden for this adventure, which I kind of started. Because I started it, I take responsibility for it. By the way, if you people like any of this stuff, the best thing you can do is just like and comment. Sure, it'd be great if you wanted things from the from our Redeem store, but you know what? That's neither here nor there. That will happen eventually.
I fell through the floor.
Uh-oh. Are you still
I got
here?
out, thankfully, but yeah. Yeah, but over here, I like went through the floor and I was like running around underneath, and then I broke it and came out here. But yeah, I was like over in like the corner over here. And I was just
yes. Yes. I've noticed this a couple of areas. Okay, I'm underneath as well. Yeah, that happened in a different area as well.
I made a hole over here.
Let me out! They really messed up with the map in some areas like that. Okay, there we go. I don't know if you've noticed my return addresses when you mail things, but this is none of my actual info. Ah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I was kind of curious about that. Yeah, right. Anybody have heavy ammo?
I've got 40.
40, that would be perfect. Much
I got
appreciated.
12.
What the? Huh? Okay, that's a weird notification. All right. We're probably going to go for another full round after this, and then we'll start to wrap things up. Actually, no, wait. Full round? No, 2 full rounds. Sorry, my bad. I misread the the clock for that. I'm ready to take to the skies again when you guys are good to go. Off to go find ourselves some fuel. You can't power this off of dance. And we're looking for anybody that's coming in from the storm circle. Whoa! There they are. Ooh, someone shot from behind. There we go.
Did you?
Ouch, 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 that hurt. Ouch, I'm down. Help! A dog's walking around on all fours. Never mind.
Hi, chairs.
Oh, greetings, Rolling Chairs.
Hey,
How are
Jess.
you doing?
What's up, Jeff? Oh, I'm late. I'm here now.
Let's see if you could pass Light's test.
Oh. What is today?
Me?
Yeah, what's today in terms of events or special occasions?
Black Friday?
See, that's what I was gonna say, but apparently today is officially Light's birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Light.
Yeah, she was in here earlier
Oh,
and
You should be very
was
low.
very
You could get
very
him.
sus of our lack of remembering such an important day. But of course, in our defense, she did say she was only 20 seconds old, so how are we supposed to remember if it's just 20 seconds? Greetings, Sammy. How are you doing? Things are doing well over here. We've not been necessarily having
I
too much
swear
success
I was
today.
on the card.
It was just under the tail of it, so it wasn't quite catching it.
There's snow in here today.
Kind of feel like we need
So cool.
the a sound redeem for that Indian song "Helicopter, Helicopter." Is that a tree? Just gonna go beat people with a Christmas tree?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a Charlie Brown reference.
Charlie Brown. Oh, that poor little
Must
tree.
be that. Yeah.
All right, so I'm guessing, Jess, it might be worth it to actually fly all the way to there, since you are in the helicopter.
Yeah. Holy crap! How
You
am I
sh-
getting
you-
this much bullet shot at me?
You should be good. Just fly as high as you can, and then you'll be outside of
I
their
don't
range.
want to. I want to. Well, yeah. I guess if they shoot me, they shoot me. I'm dead no matter what.
All right, now you can start to descend.
Yeah, because this is starting to die. I don't want it to kick me out.
It won't kick you out. It will actually just fall. That's what it did to me
And then you
the
die.
other day. Well, I jumped out because I didn't realize that it was going to do that. So it is at least it does have that fail safe. Oh no, that ain't good.
No!
This ain't good.
Where else is the reboot van?
Well, you can find one down here. That's probably a good
Slippery.
spot to be. Get some shield along the way. Oh! Ah, yes. Jetpacks. A source of death and destruction throughout history. There's a reason why we don't use jetpacks, folks. At least in real life. By the way, Rolling Chairs, how is work?
It's super busy right now. Like, yesterday we had over 50 boarding dogs come into board,
Oh, wow.
Like- stay overnight and everything for a few days. And usually on an average day, it's about like 10 to 20 will drop off. So it's well over double our normal business right now. So very busy.
Nice.
People traveling for the holidays.
Yeah, traveling around, just putting their dog up.
How's the time with Mentor going?
Good. Yeah.
Is the
Find
routine
some-
change starting to pay off?
I'd say so. Yeah. It's definitely, yeah. I found an interesting, kind of like trade school type program in the area.
Oh, nice.
Almost like a apprenticeship, so you get paid to do it while you're doing. You don't even have to pay to learn it and everything. It's really helpful.
Nice. What
Yeah.
sort of trades do they specialize in?
The one that seems the most enticing, it seems like it'd be like some like wiring, like electrical work, stuff like that. Yeah. First you here at least it's 27,000, then after that it goes up to 40,000 for the second year. Then after 5 years it goes up again. Because after 5 years the program will be done. Interesting. I've yet to apply though. How's work been for you?
It's been good. It's been busy. And fortunately, it's not been super demanding, but it is a bit more demanding than other times as we're getting ready for some big events in the spring. So we will see what transpires with that, but I'm going to be taking some time off during the Christmas break to focus on projects. We got a pretty neat test that we're going to be doing, kind of similar to the Snap vs. Kane video that was done last year. It's going to be in that same sort of kind of spirit, you could say, and should be out sometime in the first week of January, because I'm going to primarily focusing on, or at least I'll tell you where it is in the first week of January.
Nice.
Oh, look at this wonderful chat from Qualified Microcosm, who says, cheap viewers. Nah. I said earlier I'm using finances to use Restream. I'm not using it to buy fake views. Thank you for deleting that thing. That's just about ready to exit out the window so I could be able to deal with that, but you're very quick on that. Thank you.
Well, it helps with an update to the app.
Mm-hmm.
I can do it in the app. I don't have to have like it up on the webpage.
Mm.
And go over to that.
So I was talking with someone who actually was unaware. This happened a couple of weeks ago. Somebody who was unaware that they had bots that were watching them. And you guys all know, I rant, maybe, well, definitely way too much about how awful bots are. But this guy had no idea that bots were watching. He thought they were all flesh and blood people. And so I pointed to his numbers and like, no, those are not real. These are all fake. No one is chatting, or if they do chat, they're in the most weird sort of manners. And he could not come to terms with that. Now, we are very fortunate. Now, we have a small crew, but that's not bad. We have more engagement than some channels that have thousands of people, because it is these opportunities with this community is far more genuine than what you find in other areas. All right, there's a guy
Look,
to
it
our
has
immediate
off-road
north.
tires on it.
Perfect. All right, there's a guy over there. I got grenades already. So there he is. There he is. Behind the tree.
Okay, there's like
Aha, got him.
10 trees here.
That worked out pretty well.
Right down.
Oh, I was about to just, execute.
Hey,
So
Lewis
you're much more
Hamilton.
generous. Oh, there they are. They're coming
Well,
this
no,
way.
shakedown's not being more generous. It lets us find the teammate.
You're right. So we're not being generous. We're being malicious and cruel. But anyway, so we have a lot of very genuine interactions, and that I am incredibly grateful for, because we could have ended up doing streams for 5 years, like some people, with absolutely nothing to show for it. And we have had countless discussions at this point. We cover so many different topics. We've done several different activities. It's never been the same throughout the years, and it doesn't become super repetitive. Yes, it becomes repetitive. I rant about bots and AI and whatnot a little too much.
AI.
But at the same time, we're always covering
Really?
new concepts. And as such, when we have the kind of a look back of the time that we've spent on these streams, a lot of times you can actually look at a season and say, this is what happened during the spring of 2023. This is what we did in fall of 2022. Each year has had different things happening throughout that time frame, and a lot of it comes down to the types of people that are around during those, because people do shift from time to time. That brings in whole different discussions and interactions. So we'll see with this restream, which while we were in the lobby, I just extended the restream for 1 full year. So over this time with restream, this will be something that colors the next 12 months. And so I am curious to see what that's going to look like as time goes on. Get in, Sandy Claus.
I found somebody. Three people.
Squish the banana. What the? Went right over him.
What, the shipborn?
The banana, I
the
ran right over him,
shipborn.
nothing happened. Huh, a little peculiar. By the way, for those that are watching, please be sure to mention which platform you prefer. Because you might be watching on one platform, but be sure to mention which platform you prefer. So that way we can maybe make some special opportunities for people that are watching on each particular platform. Like right now, people that are watching on Twitch get channel points. If you're commenting on Rumble or on YouTube, you're going to get our own channel points that are specifically for people that are in this community. So while Twitch probably gives you more in the long run, you'll at least get a one lump sum. Oh, there he is. Spoken ward. Huzzah! By the way, maybe in a couple of weeks or months, if the community grows with having this across multiple platforms, we'll finally get a chance to open up Among Us again. That would be nice. It's been a long time since we've had enough people to be able to do that activity.
Yeah, Among Us is fun.
There's a couple other activities that would be great to do as well, but that would require people of different platforms. Like, not just streaming platforms, but people who are from different game platforms to be able to do some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. Trying to jump over you instead of land on Jess's head there. That was not very civil. Oof. Well. Swap out vehicles.
Oh wait, that wasn't wise.
Somebody's around. I miss the red eye. That was so much better than the heavy assault rifle.
Thank you.
I have shield for
I don't
you,
know if
Jess.
there's gonna be. I don't know if there's gonna be any moddable weapons next season.
I'm perfectly fine with that, just as long as we have, you know, swords.
How about moddable swords?
Ooh, now I could get behind that.
They also talked about augments. They didn't really show any of that in the trailer as well.
I'm so looking forward to all the Japanese themed stuff. Like, of the things that they could have done, that's like one of the most exciting things for me. Oh, it's a tree. I just killed the last of the Ents.
Were they important?
No, not at all.
I missed the point. We're doing pretty good right now.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you, sir. Oh, new car. Perfect.
Let me get it test real quick.
Yeah, they undid the flying.
I want the Rocket League cars. Why did they only do one crossover with that?
Because it's like the Fall Guys. They're only in creative maps.
Oh. But if they're in creative maps, then that means that they should have, you know, a little bit more use. Oh.
Well, I don't think beans are that Japanese.
But I don't know. I mean, beans are pretty Japanese looking. I mean, you got red beans, and remember, when you're looking at all the characters in Japanese modern animes or whatnot, there's always these bean characters that are running around. So I think it's perfectly well suited. Oh, a golden sniper. Wonderful.
Here, car.
Okay, I see him.
Oof.
Hit him with a sniper for 1
Oh.
to 10.
Gonna go to the high ground.
Okay.
All right, now we have the high ground. Oh, there he is.
Other people down here. Yeah, other people coming in.
Dang. Got a lot of damage on him. But not enough. Get him, Bastion. Oh. Alright, group together. Let's get cards.
Ooh.
Rats. Whale. All right, let me double check something over here. All right, so I see. Oh, just saying something's happening with the Rumble side of things. All right, so I'm gonna check comments here for a moment. Okay, we have one from Bastion. Gonna give that silver over to Bastion. Users. Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Something glitched. Backed up. Okay, there we go. All users. And Bastion. 2K. And then what is the YouTube side? All right. Okay, that is all still good to go over there too. All right. All right, we're back. What was that tool that you mentioned about, Bastion, that you can... Was it 4K video downloader for getting stuff off of YouTube?
Yes, it's I'm gonna pull it up right now. But yeah, they also have a couple other downloaders I've got. Yeah, for one, for like TikToks and other places, Instagram.
When you get a chance, can you test to see if it still works?
It's been working for me.
It has.
4K video downloader. The thing is, with the free one, this is why I got the pro license for it, because with the free one you can only download 15 videos or audio files a day, and then resets every day.
Ah. That's peculiar. Maybe I have to reset my browser. Like clear it of the cache or something like that, because it still doesn't want to work. I was trying to get some new sounds, and it still is causing problems. So, who knows what's going on.
Should be one with where the icon is a green circle with a cloud in it.
Right. You know, when I was working for the streamers, I asked them what tool they used for their for downloading videos. No one had the same tool. And what's more, it changed every single time. And it turns out that I actually had a more reliable tool at the time that I was using than all of them were using. Well, now that my tool finally has stopped working, and so I've been looking for other tools and nothing's been working. So maybe it's something that's browser related rather than the tools actually stopping. We'll have to see.
Well, with this one, the older ones did have a lot of problems with just starting up the program. This newer one, it doesn't have that much of a problem. Sometimes it crashes when I put in the link. Right now, the only problem I have with it is sometimes it doesn't let me download the subtitles.
Ah, who needs subtitles?
Well, if it's interesting and you put a lot of effort in it.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Cruella de Vil! Take that, Cruella. You ain't gonna be taking any pelts today, including mine.
Yeah, carry him over to the thing.
Yep, there you go. I'm gonna take him with me. So you grab the stuff from here, Jess. Oh. I'm gonna just take him with me to other areas here. Alright, follow me, buddy. What?
There were splashers.
Oh. Thank you. Don't worry, buddy. We'll get you to help. Just tell me the way, okay? I don't understand that language, buddy.
There's someone up here.
I don't have a gun yet. They just landed.
Oh. There we go. Hehehe. Alright, so this is unlocked, but I don't see anything else that's worthwhile. I'll just keep carrying this buddy for a while. I think I'll fight this person instead. Oh wow, that person hits hard. That bot hits hard.
Stupid auto turret.
Okay, let's try this again. Hey there, bot. Come back here, bot. Come back here. Stop being athletic. That's right, just stay in the corner. Take that, you ice spice thingamabob. Where'd you go? Where's the character? Was that...
Where's
like,
Passion's
was that a
card?
bot? Somebody already get the bot?
The hell?
Okay, so I slayed that, the boss, and nothing happened.
Yeah, probably someone already got the bot. One person I fought was a real person, so it probably did that while you guys were exploring.
I don't like that. Hopefully the bot's card didn't just fall into the floor.
Has anyone got Bastion's card?
Oh no, we haven't gotten Bastion's card. Alright,
And just FYI, I'm lagging.
okay.
Pretty bad.
That's a problem. Alright. Whoa! Get away from bot. Alright, reboot Bastion objective. Rolling Chairs is already on point. Oh boy. And there's no chopper. That's unfortunate. Oh, interesting. There is a Japanese advertisement in this place. Maybe teasing the future. Another one. I wonder if those are new or if they've always been here. Interesting. Alright, well, let's head on out of the storm at this point. Alright, Bastion, I'm out here waiting in a vehicle to help take you to safety. Safety's probably not over where Jess is, though.
No, just forget me with how I'm lagging.
No! We won't do that!
No,
Objective,
Oh,
save
it's
Jess.
bad. And if I'm just gonna back out because it's bad, and if I switch, and that's to fix the lag, it's gonna kick me from the game anyways.
All right,
Oh,
well,
I'm so close. I just made it into the storm.
sorry that happened there, Jess.
It's okay.
I can't get the stuff. Give me stuff. Well, I can't grab the gear, so, okay.
I didn't really have that great of a gear anyway. Except for maybe that rocket launcher from the thing. I think I had that.
Yeah, I was going to try and get the rocket launcher, but yeah, it's fine.
Why am I going down? 2 health.
I probably should have dropped everything.
Did they change it to you go down 2 health a second instead of 1?
I don't know.
5
Depends
seconds.
on what circle
5
the storm's
seconds.
at.
Get up, you skeleton.
Thank
It's
you.
usually it goes down 1 tick per 1 damage per tick, but then it gets to 2.
Yes. By the way, I have some... oh, wait, you already have shield, so never mind.
Yeah, I went down from the storm. You want shield mission?
I'm gonna see if I can shoot some fish.
Okay, just a second. I'm going to link something here. So, greetings. Let's get this over here. So, George,
with that
over on Rumble, this is our community Discord. This is how you can be able to know about it and participate in the future as you see fit. So, if you're still here and you're curious, that is the best way to do it. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, what a nice warm fire to roast marshmallows by. Where is that? What happened to my marshmallows? Huh, that's a problem. All right, back into the vehicle and off to try and find wherever these opponents are.
This one's low on fuel.
Well, that's a problem. Well, we're going on foot. Where we're powered by protein. Oh, never mind. We got this boat. Where should we go from here? I think Frenzy Farms is going to be the most ideal location. Oh, someone's ahead. Oh! Ouch, that hurt. Wow, that guy does a lot of damage.
What? Really, 2 shots.
Dang. Oof.
Oh yeah, purple heavy.
That was not ideal, but oh well. We were in
I think
a
my rocket launcher
tough
is
match
there.
there anyway because we were down 3 on a squad map.
So I left a link to the video downloader I used.
Ah, yes. Okay, let me... okay, yeah, it is this... oh, wait a minute. No, this is different. What the...
Is the
okay,
same
well-
name just doesn't use plus?
yeah, that's probably the case.
Okay, so you were using the old one,
Mm.
which was very, very buggy.
All right, I'll have to utilize that for our new sound redeems. So, much appreciated, sir. Hopefully, when that's all said and done, we will have another 10 sounds that will be added, including some new music tracks. So be sure to mention if you come across some music tracks you would like to have added to these streams, and we will be sure to grab them. Hopefully before the hopefully before tomorrow, because I am going to be spending time on the website tomorrow, trying to refine it a little bit more. And so I'll be sure to add in some new sounds during that time frame. And I do have some videos I want to start to play as well.
If you do, when you do use it, make sure you're downloading the right video file. Because I've downloaded it automatically puts it on a video file that my computer can't play.
Oh.
It's like MKV, something like that. And I just don't check until later, and I have to go back to re-download it.
Right. Yeah, no, I'll be reformatting it. I have to edit it anyway for the format that works best with the website. And so I just take it, put it into the video editor, and use the preset that I built. So it's an extra step, but it makes things a lot clearer. Oh, missed. Trying to get better with this.
Yeah, one thing I couldn't tell is if there's gonna be bullet drop or not. If it's gonna be hit scan again.
Oh, that'd be terrible if it was hit scan. He'll make the AI all the more powerful. Someone choose our next landing zone. Wonderful. Wonderful.
That looks interesting.
Yeah, it's actually a very neat effect that they put down here, but we do have that demon that's over on the horizon.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's where it's coming from.
Yeah, that art style around him is just no good. Did you get the free skin?
I did get a free skin when I logged in.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
You should probably go
archive.
in. Yeah. You should just go in and archive a lot of stuff that you don't like.
Yeah. So much of the modern stuff I'm just not a fan of. Which is really weird when you think about how much people have used for their skins or whatnot that I wouldn't even want to touch with a 10-foot pole. It's kind of weird when you consider the differences in people's taste in art.
Then there's people that have like thousands of skins but never use them.
Yeah. Especially when you think about how much money they put into a lot of that stuff. It's like, but you never use it.
So I think once you get like a ton of them, you could probably talk to Epic about doing reviews of them or something, and they might give you a discount for future skins.
That could be interesting. Oh, that would be hilarious. Getting to ridicule the designs. Epic would hate me if I were to be the one doing that.
Well, I don't think they will care too much if you're paying them anyways. Probably need a lot of skins before that happens.
Yeah. Problem is, I would be encouraging people to save money and be frugal with their finances. And
You're one guy.
Yeah, I'm one guy, but I would be so vocal about it that Epic would say, "What is wrong with this guy? Get him out of here!"
No, I remember one guy that he would buy every skin. He had almost all the skins, but then there was this one skin that was just a little bit subpar, and he just said, "I quit buying every single skin."
Oh. Greetings, Rance. How are you doing, sir? Some more fork knife. Yeah, that is indeed true. When we come to a fork in the road, it is especially a fork knife. Well, that's if I'm holding a sword in my hands, which I don't have right now. But I'm looking forward
Not
to
yet.
seeing that in the next season. Next chapter, my bad. What have you been up to, sir? One of the things I've been kind of curious about the restreaming is trying to figure out what sort of layout to use because of the multiple chats. And I think I'm probably going to need to set it up to where I actually have multiple inputs for different types of chats. And then that way it'll help to minimize the amount of windows I need to keep open. So you're probably going to see some layout changes, including, like, right now we have the Christmas theme that's gone up. You're probably going to see more of those alterations in the next week or two. Playing some Rocket League with the wife. First time playing car soccer. It is a unique game. I'm not a huge
I need to.
I'm not a huge
I need to
fan
level up a bit
of
on
the
Rocket League to get.
oh yeah. I'm not a huge fan of the traditional Rocket League, but I really, really liked Spike Ball. It was one of my favorite game modes that I've ever played across any game. And then they didn't make it a standard game mode. I'm like, why would I want to play this game if I can't play the most fun game mode ever? If you've not done Spike Ball, that's where it's at. Which they've only had 4 times or 5 times since it first got introduced. It's only here for like a week or a single day, and you usually find out about it after it's done, or... Yeah, it's frustrating. But hopefully you enjoy it. I know a lot of friends that that's their favorite game in the world.
I'm at like level 20. I need to get 20 more levels to get the other car in the Rocket Pass.
What type of car?
Well, they're both BMWs.
You want a BMW? Okay.
There's also a couple of spooky stuff in it because of Halloween.
By the way, when my family was living in Germany years ago, we had a Volvo. And it was a good car. Well, that wasn't until we realized Volvo was very aggressive in the way that they had their cars kind of managed. If you bought a Volvo, you were required to basically get it serviced every few months, and it cost a lot of money. And it's like, this is ridiculous. Greetings, Heath Nation, who has said, hi, how are you, with SpongeBob. That terrifying character. Greetings, Heath Nation. Much appreciated there for the donation. You're very kind, sir. How was your Thanksgiving, says Rance. Thanksgiving was good. It was a bit of a smaller, a little bit quieter sort of Thanksgiving, but had a lot of fun with it. Good family interactions, and I'm very grateful that we get a chance to even celebrate at all with family members. It's something where I know a lot of people that don't get that benefit. They are either too far apart, or they don't have very good relations. And we have good relations, and we're relatively nearby. So it's always a positive. How was your Thanksgiving, sir? And was there something memorable that will help it to stand out among all the Thanksgivings that you have had? That's something my brother has been stressing about and really doing a good job with. He wants to make sure that each holiday has something special that we can look back and say, I remember that Christmas. I remember that Thanksgiving because of something that was unique. And it was a great idea. And I've been enamored with this idea ever since he brought it up. So it'd be like, hey, we're going to go to a play this year. And we're going to go, or this year, we're going to have a gingerbread making competition among the family. And there's always something different that makes it special. So if I think about, hey, I remember 2 Christmases ago, and I'll remember it based upon the events that we did. So they're never the same events, or at least not as often to be the same events. This year, we're going to try something different. We're going to be doing a paint night in which we're going to take all of our paintings and have them themed to a storybook that is Christmas themed. That's going to be a keepsake that we can be able to take away with that. So it's a neat idea. But we have all sorts of great activities we've done as a result of this mindset. It was good deep fried chicken that was injected with jalapeno butter. Ooh, spicy. Jalapeno is great. By the way, if you have not seen videos about what it's like to see hot, some sort of spices, and what it does to things like bacteria or whatnot, or pesticides, man, it's incredible. It makes sense why it's good to have spices in your diet. And so to have jalapeno injected into a turkey, I'm all for that.
I guess
There
I'll
was-
get to work on a patent on spicy hand sanitizer.
Watch your fingers break out into like these puffy red swollen sausages just because of it like got into a cut in your hand or something like that.
Well, doesn't normal hand sanitizer do that kind of the same? You just
Kind
hurt a
of.
lot.
All right, somebody's around here. Huzzah!
Boom.
I've not seen anything from Heath Nation since, so maybe you just stopped by to say howdy do with that sticker and then ran. Not that he's busy, but still appreciative for it. Oh, I forgot about this. Oh, no. Batman! There we go. Okay. I forgot that's what happens.
More shots. East of here. There's some shields up top, Jeff, to get you to 100.
There we go. Huzzah! Got rid of that nonsense. I didn't even know that I had a SpongeBob sticker thing. I'm really perplexed about that.
Probably, well, one that the Twitch has automatically.
Oh, that would make sense. I do have like 1 or 2 automated things that are there. Everything else is Silverado related.
For sure. Yeah, if it's a Twitch sticker, Twitch stream sticker, then yeah, I don't think you've done anything custom with that, so it's all whatever Twitch has.
Also, you get free.
I don't know if you
well,
can
not free.
explain it, say you don't want certain ones.
Yeah, if you do a hype train, you could get a sticker.
Somehow I don't think our chance of a hype train happening is probably very high, so I don't think I'll stress about that.
Probably just not hyped enough for it.
Yeah, I'm not hyped for it at all. So there was a time with with the YouTubers that when I first started understanding what it meant to have a hype train, and I found out that whenever there was a hype train, it was basically forged. Well, not every time, but like during big events, they had people that would try and spark a hype train. They would, their rich members would pay a certain amount of money in order to encourage the hype train. Then people would get almost like FOMO, like, oh, we have to jump in on it, and then they would find their revenue increasing quite a bit by doing that. And after a couple of times I'm doing it, I was like, this is probably not the most ethical thing to be doing. Wow, that's actually kind of pretty. Wait a minute, that's part of the event, isn't it? That's new. I mean, do you guys see that right ahead of us?
Yeah, looks cool.
The guy?
No, there is no guy right now. It's a
Stars
galaxy.
in the sky. Yeah.
It looks like the sky is breaking. We're driving that way. Oh, perfect. And there's somebody over here to plaster. Oh, whoa! You can actually move this thing with that? All right, they're running.
Away.
All right, we're not going to be able to catch them.
That's my fault. I should have stayed on.
That's fine. We
They're
were
coming
in a
back anyways.
Oh,
I can't
good.
see.
Round 2. So I do find it interesting that sometimes hype trains happen because basically there's this deal like, hey, you know, let's encourage a hype train, and people basically force it. That just does not sound very ethical to me. I'm not a fan. That's why they had like a really rich fella who spent hundreds just to be able to promote and get that hype train. Ooh. That was a little close. He could have easily taken me down.
Scoped revolver.
A scope revolver? That's actually pretty neat. Hey, it's a ninja skin. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
Is Super Revolver good?
I don't know. And there's a car coming over here, Jeff.
Trying it out. Nope, it's not good.
Come on. Here we go. Okay, coming back.
There's 2 people right here.
All right. Are they low? Well,
One of
yep,
them's low,
one of them
yeah.
was. Come back.
Boom.
Oh, look at that. Look at that fancy gear. I will take that. Thank you very much.
Commencing the reboot. Not much time.
Rolling chairs, I have health for you. Right here.
Thank you.
Okay, these are bots over here. Yeah, because who would want to use a ninja skin? Obviously, it must be a bot. Whoa! Now that's not a bot. Wow, he almost eliminated me. Ran past us.
He's trying to reboot. Seems.
Yep, he's rebooting. Go get him.
They're leaving.
Yep. Boom, in the car. Yep, there we go. Oh, golly. This be bad.
No shot. It's a weird spot we're in.
Yeah. Oh, I'm down. Right behind you. Thank you.
Hopefully they don't get a shot on us. Boom. Here's a shield.
Yep, perfect. Just enough.
I think they're coming in a car.
There they go in the car. Yep, they're down there. Careful.
Oh, down here. I say we move. Actually,
Yeah.
This is probably one of the best spots in the circle still. Actually.
Finally broke his shield. Some more damage. Okay.
One's knocked.
Perfect.
They're coming up. Left side.
Okay, that's not good.
How'd that do no damage to him?
Watch out, Jeff. They're sniping us. They're sniping us. Move.
There's no way out.
Yeah. That's tough. There was like no cover in that circle.
Yeah, that was most unfortunate.
So we had high ground and everything. But
Well, we were just in the worst possible position in the sense that they both could see us and we struggled to
Yeah.
see them.
yeah.
And they both decided that we were enemy number one.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to do one last one. One last full one, then we'll wrap things up. This is my last reminder, folks. If you're watching on the Rumble or YouTube side, please consider liking or disliking. Yes, I want disliking if you so desire, because I want to know who is real and who is not. That's my number one focus of all this stuff. I want things that are genuine, that are real, that are... Because if you see numbers, it means absolutely nothing. You can have like what I had sometime back, 90,000 viewers, and find out that less than 100 of them were real. And suddenly you go from having the sense of success and kind of a bit of joy of that, and then suddenly the weight starts to come down. You're like, I was surrounded by fake people. Oh, by the way, Jess, are you going to hop in for this?
No, I'm not
Okay.
gonna risk the game selecting up.
Okay, just wanted to double check. But when you have that realization suddenly set in, like, dang, there was no one there. That's sobering. And I would rather have people dislike and at least me knowing that you were real. That to me matters more than to have numbers. So consider liking or disliking and commenting if you so desire. We typically focus on deeper discussions. Sometimes it's kind of more casual, like today. But it's all focused around community building, first and foremost. And so if you think of ideas that you want to see for community building, be sure to mention it, and we'll try and figure out some way to make it work. Maybe sooner, maybe a little bit later, but we'll try and address it.
Seen any good shows or movies lately?
Personally, no. I've not. I actually haven't watched almost any movies this year. I've barely watched any shows.
Yeah.
Been too focused on other projects. Whatever free time I do have ends up in gaming, either for community games or for gaming with my brother. In fact, I've actually, for the most part, I don't even watch, like watching TV shows a lot of the time, just because I want to be able to do something that engages either discussion aspects or productivity. But every now and again, I'm like, hey, there's one that I really want to see, like One Piece when that came out. That's probably the best show that I've seen this last year. And I really liked that one. That was well done. How about yourself? Have you seen anything interesting that is worthwhile that you think that others would also enjoy?
I watched No Country for Old Men last night, and I was pretty surprised. It's like a modern Wild Western thriller type thing. And it's kind of violent, but it kind of just portraying the modern violent state of America and like the cartel and everything. It was pretty surprising. I actually enjoyed it. Have you ever heard of it? No Country for Old Men?
I've heard of it. I never actually knew what it was about, though. So that's interesting. I'll have to keep an eye open for it.
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much. But yeah, I liked it. But like Matt Walsh's review on it forever ago, he was like, I hated it the first time. I felt like the ending was so unsatisfying, but kind of like something, once you watch it again on the second, like watch through and everything again, you start to appreciate it a lot more, because it doesn't follow like the common Hollywood tropes
Someone's
for
in
how
there.
a story should end necessarily. Was it Potter or someone else?
Someone else. They were healing up.
Okie dokie.
I'll
Oh,
head
my
over to
controller died.
Jeff.
Where's this? Give me your gun, buddy. I have to go and save folks. You got a sniper on you?
Why?
No wonder why you couldn't hit me.
Oh, it knocked me while I was down. My controller did.
Oh, that's not good. By the way,
Just
folks,
took my health.
so next week, actually, I'll hold that thought after we're up and operational again. I have a full heal for you. Someone take it. Hey there, lady. Give me that bow. Oh, no. Oh,
Ooh.
he's on the roof.
He shot me like right when I clicked shield, so it gave me like 5 of the shield and stuff.
Ouch, that hurt. Okay, I got one of them.
Got a bit of damage on him. Oh, there's two of them.
Yep.
Oh,
Out of rounds for that. Give me your weapon, buddy. I need it. Oh, and yes, I need that shield as well. Is that guy still on the roof? Yep.
yep. I'm distracted him. He's focused on me right now.
Get yourself some health. I don't want you to get eliminated at this point.
Try him. Scope right on me.
I think he's pulling back. Yeah, there he is. Got a hit on him.
I've got some meds.
Whoa!
Oh,
Where'd that come from?
Your character was blocking him.
Wow. That's... Dang.
I'm just going for it. And I missed.
Oof. Well, that equates to a reset. Dang. That did not go well. So of the things you can do for a Thanksgiving festival, what do you think is something that would be a really good idea that you've not really seen somebody do yet?
Food or just anything?
Anything. Something to make the festivities all that much nicer.
Stuffed ham with glazed turkey.
What turkey?
Mmm.
Glazed turkey.
I don't know. That's a tough question. But on the topic of turkey, do you guys prefer ham or turkey?
Ham.
Yeah, same.
I like the stuffing more than the turkey.
I like both. I like to use the roll, put ham, mac and cheese, and stuffing, and like make a sandwich out of it all.
Hmm. Let's see.
Or green beans.
One of the
It's hard to think of something new besides like the feast. Oh,
what about an activity? Like what sort of activity you think would be fun to do during Thanksgiving that would make it all the more memorable?
I guess hunting for your Thanksgiving food dinner. But for some people, I think that's what they usually do in certain parts of the U.S.
Go out and hunt the turkey and then
Usually-
pluck it and cook it right then and there.
I don't know, like deer and other animals.
That is true. Because the first Thanksgiving was a full week, and it was a it was like an actual, like week-long series of activities. There were games, there were stories, there was food and dancing. It was all over the place. And I look at our Thanksgiving now, I'm like, this is boring. All right, choose another landing zone, folks.
We can make it interesting by bringing up politics.
Indeed.
Is your family pretty divided on politics?
The family that I guess mostly against pol- uh, on politics just doesn't talk to us anymore. So not really.
I've only really one family member that's like that, but we just both know kind of like, yeah, the whole family just knows not to talk politics with each other. But not a problem in the family as a whole.
I know some families that can be a huge issue, and it can be for most families. I think some families it tends to be a little. I think it gets a little too much focus in our modern day. Either people talk about it too much, or they're not willing to talk about it enough. I think that we're starting to see a shift in our culture. It's becoming acceptable to talk about, but it's also become something where if you don't like politics, it's become more obnoxious than ever to have to try and go through life.
Yeah.
Yeah, Light doesn't like joining the group chat when we're talking about it.
Well, that's one easy way to make sure that Light's not around. But you can't blame her.
It is.
She's only 20 seconds old.
Yeah, but then she comes back with a squeaky hammer.
Kids like squeaky hammers.
Bigger than her forearm, so I don't know how she carries it.
Well, that's quite impressive.
We sometimes play we used to do like board games or like backyard football, kickball, or go see a movie or something for like Thanksgiving. But we didn't do it on Thanksgiving this year. We're waiting until Sunday this week.
I miss
So yesterday
doing
didn't really
board games.
feel like Thanksgiving for me.
It was like back in the day, board games were like one of the big highlights of any family gathering during the holidays, and they just stopped. I'm not even sure why. And it's not like immediate family. It was like extended family. It used to be a standard, and then it all just disappeared.
They became like party games, and like I feel like they started focusing on like making like drinking games and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Or maybe like more dirtier games.
That's a good point. A lot of people, they get bored with standard games, so they want to spice it up with something, and it just doesn't go well.
Try and make
folks.
them drink alcohol while they play.
Yeah.
Hey, have a
Yeah,
beer
just
while you
start-
play this game.
Just start betting against your 9-year-old nephew.
I'll bet I can hold my liquor better than you. I never liked that idea. Playing, there's so many people that they drink alcohol enough already. They don't need to make a game to do it. Especially when, in the end, what they really need is something to be able to bond over. You don't bond over drinking. I mean, people that drink a whole lot, they think that they are doing that, but you're not really bonding with them in a deep, meaningful manner. And so
Well,
there's a
I'm
time
sorry
and
to,
place for that, but I don't feel like we are giving enough time to just standard interactions with people.
But how
Like
else are you going
Clue.
to listen to your uncle's crazy stories?
Well, some things must be ignored for a time. He can tell the stories later on when he breaks out the beer afterwards. What a beautiful, nice sunset where I can't see the sun.
Right. So next chapter, the day-night cycle is gonna be a lot better.
Just Oprah ahead of us.
Yep. Brace
There's a
yourselves.
rip right next to them.
Collision speed has been reached, which is exactly 50 miles an hour.
I'm so bad.
That's another team entirely? Well, that's a problem.
Get him up
Heal
and
him
use the...
and get in the rift.
I think I get one punch.
All right, here we go. Run. Just fly over here. Uh-oh, we lost Bastion. Oh, there he is. Gas
Is there
station
any
would probably
changes
have more.
you would make to the Thanksgiving festivities? Yeah.
I think I would have more, like, time slots given to fun activities. Things like board games, kind of like back in olden days that I remember quite well. I would spend more time also reaching out to the local community. I feel like Thanksgiving used to be about an entire community, and now it's only about immediate family. And while that's great, I wish there was 2 Thanksgivings, you could say. Day 1 and day 2. One with your family, and maybe make that the second day, but the first day being a community related Thanksgiving. I would love for that to be the case, and to try and make it as festive for especially the family one as possible. And then
Actually,
for
that's
the
a great
community one, I would focus on trying to make it as full of opportunities for people to, especially the people that don't have anybody, to be able to bond. We told the story last night about, I think it was last night, about a friend of mine that I didn't know that he had no one to have Thanksgiving with, and I didn't think to ask him about it. And so otherwise I could have actually reached out to him and invited him over to my family gathering. Now, he might not have been completely comfortable with it, but it's better than being alone. And when we don't focus on our local community, it's amazing how many people get overlooked when they really shouldn't be.
Thanksgiving weekend sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, that's what we should do.
You could double up
Instead-
on the turkey.
Well, see, you can even have like more types of food during that as well. You can have turkey one day. You can be able to have maybe a Jaeger Schnitzel another day. But it allows for
Yeah,
more
do like
variety.
Community potluck.
Yeah, I mean, that would be great. Imagine, like, and I'm not talking about standard sort of potluck sort of ideas. Those are commonplace and honestly boring. It's like, look, we're all gonna have a potluck together. They pull out the plastic Costco chairs, like I'm sitting on right now, and they put out a flimsy little piece of plastic for people to eat on. It's like, folks, no. Embrace the tradition. Pull out your fine china. Get wooden tables. Make sure that it is like decorations everywhere. Embrace it. But people don't. Make it as fancy and as beautiful as you'll hear in like kind of like a fairy tale sort of scenario. If you were to see like a festivity from back in the old days of Britain during the 1800s, a lot of their festivities were beautiful and very well put together. You look at the ones from America during the 1900s, similar. But now it's like everything's become so commercialized, we don't even want to put time and effort into it. Why make all the fancy little baskets for a Thanksgiving table if you're just going to use it for one time? Well, a lot of people, they love doing that. It was something that gave them a great amount of joy. And now people think that that it's somehow beneath them.
One of them's knocked over there. Right there. The rebooting.
Probably not going to get to him in time. Disregard that. So embrace tradition and forge new traditions. That's what I would love to see with our festivals. I want them to become something where people get excited for them and look forward to it all year, and then they don't want it to leave when it's. But that will take time and effort, and it will take decades for people to finally get that level of joy out that I kind of want them to have. It'll take a lot of experimentation. Well, he survived? Wow. He won't survive long. Where'd he go?
Storm's kind of far. He already drove away. He drove southwest to Salty Springs.
Wow.
We're kind of far from the circle.
Well, find ourselves a car.
And some meds. We're all super low right now.
Bastion's got the reloadable
Ooh.
cannon.
Is there any in it right now?
No, I just used the last one. 3 seconds.
I got us a truck.
It's weird with that guy just up there looking down on us.
Uh-oh. Oh. Someone's nearby.
There's a few people in here. Shoot him down, yeah.
You got one. Oof. Get up, you skeleton. Yeah, I like how that works. Easy way to travel.
There's a rift over here. We need to get out of this little area.
Yep. Imagine also if you were to say, hey, you know what? We're not going to watch like a major league sport. We're going to go out and we're going to have community sports. People used to do that. Hey, we're not going to go to like some big stadium. We're just going to have our own local, back in the day, it used to be like, hey, we're going to have our community club versus our bowling league, and we're all going to play a sport that we're completely new at. Or people say, hey, we're part of this church. We're going to be competing against that church, and it's going to be a good old-fashioned community sports day. Now, it's kind of hard to do in Alaska, but there are other places where that would work out perfectly. Okay, I don't think we're going to need the rifts. We're relatively near the next circle, and I don't want to draw attention to ourselves.
Any squirts in there, Ration?
Hold it. Need one.
That one just bounced off the floor.
Oh.
It bounced off and just hit over there.
I saw there was that laser beam that just shot out of it. Thank you.
Should be careful of the buildings.
Yeah.
Only 2 more squads. Final fight right here.
We'll wait for them to start shooting, then we'll go in and double team. So they're probably going to be fighting up here at that town. Oh wait, there's a fort right there. Yep, there's somebody up top. So be forewarned. Don't look at it with a sniper. Just be forewarned. They're going to be at that spot. Alright, next storm is going to force us around. Let's try and find a... Let's go directly north. That way we don't have to engage that tower. Be sure to grab some mushrooms on the way.
Thank you. They're fine.
Yep. Thank you. I wonder if I can launch this inside.
Oh, we see him from right here.
No, that thing does not go very far at all. Alright. Yeah, don't allow him to hit you as much as possible. Tear it down.
I think they're gonna push
Here
on. Yep.
Someone on that hill.
Behind us. Yep. We're surrounded. This is a
Pull back,
weird
pull
spot.
back. Back into the trees. Fashion, pull back. I don't want to engage these folks right now. I'm not liking this.
They're distracted by each other now.
Yep, that's good. Keep moving north. There with this high ground, we should have some more. Oh,
Oof.
that ain't good.
Not good.
They're back on the fort.
I'm back. Okay, that's one.
Shake him down.
They're all here. Greetings, Enigmatic. How are you doing?
Oh.
Yeah, shoot that guy. Shoot him down.
Healing.
He's probably telling the others where I was going.
Alright, 2v3.
That's not
Probably
good.
reboot.
Yeah. Oh, there he is up there.
Yep.
Shoot, wrong item. Phooey. It was not good. Don't go dancing.
Oh. Jeez.
Bats.
That was tough.
We had good gear. We just had bad position.
Yeah.
There wasn't a lot of good position, honestly. What we needed was a car.
We need a mobility item.
Yeah, we need swords.
Yeah.
Oh, Enigmatic saying, got 4 dubs so far tonight. Well, we've gotten, sadly, only 8 losses.
We've got the spirit of 4 dubs.
Yeah, the spirit of
fun.
4 dubs. Yeah, exactly. No, next month, our strength will return because we'll be having melee weapons to actually offset our struggles. Oh, look at that. Gotta ban that person. There we go.
Drop? Oh. Wait, is it in 15 hours? Is that what the countdown is?
There's gonna be an event in 15 hours, but it's the 1st of December is when the new season starts.
Oh wow, so that's...
Well, we're going to bring it to a close at this point. Thanks, folks, for coming by. This was our first time of restreaming to the old YouTube account. More of these streams are going to be taking place. And we are going to be focusing on building up Castercraft, as well as this side of the Alaska Jeff channel. This is our community games. The other one will be primarily for animations. If you're not following on those platforms and you have an interest for it, it is going to be something where we will at least be having more interactions, more content. So if you feel free to find the platform you prefer the most, and we will try and provide some interesting activities for people in the future. If you think of activities you want to participate in, be sure to mention it, and we will try and accommodate as best as possible. Let me see if there's anyone we can send on the Twitch side, and because Rumble only has 2 viewers over there, I'm not going to do the raid for there. Who is currently online? Well, you know, because he came over to show some support. Wait a minute. Nope, not doing that. Just saying, there's something weird going on here. Okay, you know, we're not gonna raid on the Twitch side. Something weird is happening on my end, so we're gonna skip that for this time around. So on that note, folks, we're going to go to the end screen. Have a very pleasant evening and morning, everybody. Just a reminder, be civil to one another. And we will see you all next time. We should have more animation later on tonight. Until then, folks, have a very pleasant evening.